is how you keep a bunch of ADHD people busy.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of the First Draft, the show where we make it up as we go along.
That's honestly a good glimpse at how it's been for the past.
Yeah.
Can you speak with your mouth closed?
Try it at home.
There's a reason why we have a 10-minute countdown and not like 30 seconds or a minute or...
There's some things we just have to...
We try to get all of our weird out.
No, we don't.
No, it doesn't.
No,
we don't.
It never works.
We don't. I'm Paul. I'm the DM. Hi.
Paul.
Hi, Paul.
I'm recovering.
From what?
So many things. So many things.
That's a good point.
Well, welcome. You may notice there's only four players today.
Only floor.
Four on the
floor
floor.
here.
We've only got four. Sarah's still in the hole. We left her in the well. We found Andy. We left Sarah down there.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. She's actually stuck in another fading empire right now. She's in the UK, not in the US.
fading? Hasn't
Yeah.
it already faded?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
well gone. Yeah, at this point. But anyway,
Holding on
that's
to that
neither
last
here nor
shred of
there.
opacity, you know.
Back in my day. Okay, Grandpa.
Yeah, welcome. It's just gonna be us tonight. Caca. You may have noticed this week, if you're tuning in on Wednesday, we're doing recaps now, reruns.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So every Wednesday at 1 p.m. we're running a rerun of the previous week's episode. So if you can't make tonight, if it's just too late and you get too sleepy, you can't keep your little eyes open. Oh no! Tune in around lunchtime on Wednesday. Yeah, he's a little baby. You can't keep your eyes open.
I can. Yeah, I understand.
I feel like we're speaking directly to Jess, who is almost certainly asleep right now.
Jess, wake up!
This one's for you, Jess. Wait until Wednesday.
If they're listening or watching in any way, shape, or form, I would be shocked.
Aw.
Yeah. Well, they go to sleep just like immediately.
That's
That's fair.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
That's
so
a
jealous.
really
of
healthy
them.
sleep cycle. If you go to sleep quickly, great job.
Speaking of great jobs,
Really?
this is not a good segue.
Oh.
Not a segue at all. Anyway, follow us on our other socials. Do that. Press exclamation point. Type it exclamation social point in the chat to get links to our Instagram, our TikTok, our YouTube. Go follow us on all those things. We're posting short form content there, all the funny clips from these episodes. So if you can stay awake but you choose not to because you don't want to watch the whole thing, just watch those.
Good for you.
Valid choice.
All right. Other than that, do you want to show the cool, fascinating, awesome art that we have to show off?
You hear that?
Spiral.
That's the sound of dice.
Spiral.
Do you hear that?
Spiral.
It's the sound of something staring at you, watching you.
I don't like that. But you know what I do like? Dice that roll well.
Wow.
You know what sucks? Anytime Andy rolls poorly.
Yeah.
It is just
Dang
the
it, Andy.
worst. But you know what? Since Andy purchased some dice from Spiral, Andy's been rolling great.
Wow.
He's
us
actually
about
gotten
it.
to double digits.
Hey.
We're so proud of
Hey.
you. All because Spiral makes these incredible little dice bottles. These things, they're all unique. They're all individualized. They're all different. So it's really cool to me because I know Spiral is amazing, and they make everything by hand themselves, locally, differently. You're not gonna get a duplicate. You know how awkward it would be to roll up to a D&D game and have the same dice as someone else? It's embarrassing. You can't come back from that.
Yeah.
They'll see you. This is just going off the rails, guys. I don't have much.
Yeah, no.
Hey, do you see this? Do you see this is do they see that?
Yeah.
Oh,
They do.
those are all of Spiral's places that you can contact Spiral for a custom order. They are so
I see.
glad to do custom orders. They're amazing. Go follow them
I see
on
you won.
socials, and they don't just do D&D dice bottles or trays. They also do incredible sculptures like these eyeballs. They do amazing mugs. I heard that they created a mug that had a Magikarp on it, and I am like,
Cute.
I know it's fantastic. Go support local artists. Go roll some good dice. Yeah, go do it.
Go do it.
Go do it.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah, sorry.
Do it.
Our
Actually,
swords are at your
that's
throat.
Finishing as horrifying as it started.
The eyes are watching.
Fantastic.
I don't know. Like, part of me is like, should I rehearse this? And then part of me is like, nah.
I mean,
No.
with the art that
Absolutely
just
not.
came
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah,
It was,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Who needs to
I think the
rehearse it?
results speak for themselves.
That's
Stunning.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So also one more thing. Next week, we are not going to be streaming. I know. I've got to go to a wedding.
Whoa.
Love.
Gross.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But we'll be back the week after that. So
Mm.
tune into that one.
Tune.
Tune it. All right. We ready to play D&D?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Everyone
we are.
remember what we did last
no,
week?
I changed my
Yeah?
mind,
Okay.
actually.
All right. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
About Cards Against Humanity.
Let's
Ew.
play What Did You Meme? I love that game.
We know.
So,
Yeah.
do you remember what we did last week? For those of you who were here.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the people who are watching may not, so I'm going to do a recap.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I'm feeling confrontational and a little bit loose tonight, so
A little
I-
loose.
you-
It's
I
gonna
love
be
it,
a
Paul.
loose stream
I love
tonight.
So last session, and really is going to be kind of a 2-session recap because the party was split a little bit. It started with Deyna. You stole a horse, ran away from the party, in seek of who knows what. A destination somewhere in Port Tishon that you wanted to travel to.
I definitely really had to poop.
And not just
Alone.
any horse, you stole my horse.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
I'm
fuck you, Deyna.
This is the energy that we're bringing tonight.
Dana, what's good?
Look, I may not have been there to choose which horse, but if I was, I definitely would have taken yours.
I had your interests in mind.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Rand, you heard Deyna leaving, pursued her.
I became a horse.
You became a horse.
Not just a horse.
a horse, a spider horse
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
climbed on walls onto
Spider
rooftops.
It was also on
Um,
fire, right?
Yeah, also on
Yeah.
fire. Yeah. A spider rapidash. You chased after Deyna
And
through.
could talk.
No,
No?
that was mental.
Psych.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. You were
psychic.
psychically
Yeah.
screaming at everyone.
That's
Yeah.
which is worse.
You chased Deyna through the streets and the rooftops of Port Tishon,
Yeah.
trying to figure out where your
Mm.
new acquaintance, friend, I don't know if we've decided that yet,
Mm.
but trying to
Mm.
figure out where she was headed, what she was up to.
Mm.
You eventually lost the trail as Deyna proved too sneaky, but you were helped out by a new friend, one Pendleton Bress,
Mm.
a gregarious gif or a hippo person.
Mhm.
as
A
they
gif.
are. Yeah, a gift from God.
Oh,
With the help
Yeah.
of Pendleton, you eventually got back onto the trail of Deyna. Although Deyna, at this point, after dealing with some lapses in memory and some missing pieces, managed to put together the location that she was searching for. Found it in the middle of the Pillar Districts, a ruined part of Port Tishon that was flooded and forcibly evacuated some decades ago. You found the place you're looking for, were greeted by some friendly ghosts, and shown the entrance to the place you were looking for. After some time, you came back out, whereupon you met your pursuers, Rand and Pendleton. Where the jig was up, Pendleton revealed that he was secretly a monster hunter in pursuit of Deyna. But a monster hunter with a conscience.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
finally.
What a
Fix
sweetie.
him.
Yeah. And fix him you did.
Mhm.
As Pendleton joined forces with you against his former compatriots and his monster hunter crew, who showed up and tried to take down Deyna and darn near succeeded.
Real bad.
But you took them down. You defeated the leader, or the new leader of the group, Franco, who kicked Pendleton out, and then was summarily killed by Pendleton. And then there was some tension, some anger, some frustration as Deyna was upset that a kill had been taken from her, but also that her privacy and her space had been so violated by somebody affiliated with people who have been a constant thorn in Deyna's side for many, many, many years.
She's been outed. She feels vulnerable.
Yeah. But Pendleton was given a top secret position and a job to do for the network, a mysterious group of Deyna's friends. And so Pendleton made his way to go receive that duty, so to speak, leaving Rand and Deyna alone together in the Pillar District. That was one side of it. The other side of it, Bryce and Tradj and Bryce's mom, Judy, had also been making their way to the Pillar District to find the navigator, Old Percy, who is a member of the crew of the infamous pirate Black Eye. You had requested that Black Eye take you to a secret pirate island, heretofore unnamed, in order to beseech the aid of the Pirate Queen, Salmonella herself, in order to help find your father, who had disappeared. Bryce's father, that is. And that's where we pick up tonight. Bryce, Tradj, you are about to step foot into the Pillar District. Deyna, Rand, you are currently in the Pillar District. So, let's start with Deyna and Rand. What are you up to?
What time
Yes. Oh, sorry.
is it?
Sorry, I think I left my phone out there and it has all my D&D.
Oh, go get it. Go get it. Get out of here.
Just didn't want to dart away.
But come back.
I saw the panic in your eyes as I was talking, and I was like, oh no. I'll be the judge of that. Yeah, we're okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so,
Cool.
Rand, Deyna, we pick up with you two outside of the inn, the Ghost Inn. I forget what I called it. It's in my notes.
Yeah.
But you are
Ghost
outside in the streets right now, and it's just you two.
What time is it, dear Paul?
Excuse me?
Of day? Time of day?
In the game. Oh, in the game.
In the
yes.
game.
Yeah, yeah. It is like late afternoon, getting into early evening.
Oh.
So you are out in the streets. You're surrounded by several of the ruined buildings in this area. There is the
There's so much going on. So, I'm sorry, Paul. It's like flip-flop. Oh, good.
my flip-flop.
I'm not. It's just my ADHD.
Nobody
so many
was
sounds
Nobody
going
was judging your flip-flop.
But the fact that sentence.
It's not. Don't
Came
judge me
out
for wearing the flip flops. It's just don't judge the flip flops themselves. They're very, very sensitive.
Wow.
All right. So
Yeah.
you're out in the streets. The sun, you can't really see it from where you are because you are in the shadow of the layer above you. You are on the bottom layer of this city, bottom level, next to, not right next to, but on the level, on sea level, so to speak. So there is above you a cliff that hangs over this part of the city.
Like a
where-
butt.
Like a butt?
Like a butt?
Like a? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Like a butt.
Yeah?
Like a cliff.
Okay. Okay.
What is going on this week?
Shot down.
Well, I was thinking, like if there's a cliff that's going like shoot, it could be like someone sitting down and the sea's the toilet. And
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's,
No,
it's
no,
the
no,
bad
this is good, this is good.
district.
Well, it's not
Right.
entirely an inappropriate comparison because this part of the city,
Tell me there's a
you
crack.
wouldn't know this necessarily, but Deyna, you know some of the history here, that the sewers from the city above have been dumped out into this district over time, and that was actually part of what they did to try to evacuate this part of town. Was they actually redirected a lot of the sewage from the upper crust up above down into this part of the shanty to force people out of their homes.
So the city is an ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big asshole.
Yeah.
Right
And the
above you.
shanty is a dump.
Yep.
What's happening?
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. I'm dead.
Oh, that freaked me out for a second.
It's just my
You
hand.
okay?
Oh, jeez.
So all that to say, it's late afternoon.
Great.
You can't
Yeah.
really see where the sun is in the sky, but you can see that the color of the light, the ambient light, to one side is changing. You can see out to the ocean. The reflection of the light is fading, and night is coming. And as it does, it brings with it a chill. A wind blows through here that feels unnatural and a little sinister. Deyna, it just feels like a nice normal
it's
breeze to you. Yeah.
The smells of home. Yeah. So Rand, we're gonna talk about you bringing a monster hunter to me, but first I need to know that you're not gonna tell anybody about me.
Which part?
The whole, like, I drink blood. I'm a vampire. Damn pure weird hybrid mix. It's complicated. You better not.
Do you hurt people?
I mean, we
You
all
look
hurt
around
people.
at the corpses
Yeah.
on the ground around you.
Okay, I mean, like
They're
do-
objects now,
Do
but
you
when they
have
were
to,
people,
like, no,
I
no,
was.
they're not option. Okay, do you have to kill people to survive?
That is such a harmful myth that vampires drink all the blood of people, and honestly, it's really hurtful.
Yeah, I could understand that.
I don't harm
So-
a single. Actually, what I do benefits the world more because of how I do it and what I do. And if you tell people, you are jeopardizing so much more than you can imagine. I almost.
Why do you
I
think
almost
I would
died.
tell people? Also, why do you care?
Why do I care? You brought a monster hunter.
Okay, I
To
didn't
me.
know he was a monster hunter. How am I supposed to know who is a monster hunter and who isn't?
You be suspicious of others.
But like, are there any specific clues or like?
I mean, yeah. So, well, now that
I'm
you
not
know
going
that
to walk up to every single person and ask, "Excuse me, are you a monster hunter?"
if a stranger is just really interested in one of your friends, and just is really interested in finding them, it's generally not a good thing to be like, yeah, let's go find them. Let's tag along. Like you could be a serial killer. It's fine.
Okay. First of all, you are the ninth person I've ever met. Second of all, I don't care if you want to not tell anyone about what you are, but look. I had this friend when I was a kid, and there was a family of like birds that lived on a pond next to our cabin. And you know what? There was this one little baby bird that was a little bit different. And the baby bird was so afraid of being noticed as being different. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter. Because the mom and dad bird loved that baby bird, whether it was the same kind of bird or not. All I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what kind of bird you are.
It doesn't matter to you, but it matters to me.
Yeah, so do what you want. But
you have to
all I'm
promise
saying,
me. Just promise me you won't tell anybody. The longer you wait,
No.
the less I'm going to be
No.
convinced by your answer.
I can't promise you that because of two things. I don't lie unless it's protecting someone I know. Second of all,
Me?
well, I don't know you! You have been like the most unforthcoming of anyone that I've traveled with, which again has been 8 people before you. And second of all, I don't even know what is normal between like social circles and people, and I don't really care. But if you like, you haven't given me any reason to trust you at all. You haven't given any of us, the rest of our party, reason to give you the benefit of the doubt of like, why would I protect you if you don't even be honest with us? Like, I get that you want to know that I'm not going to say this about you, and I don't particularly care, but if it's going to harm someone else that I've known for way longer, no, I'm not going to make that promise to you, because I'm not going to lie to you.
So you're asking me to trust you when you're saying that you don't even care if who I am gets out and I am killed. There's a lot more at stake than
Why
you can
would
think
being a Dampier
At stake.
get you...
Hey.
Why would it get you killed?
I just gesture to the monster hunters.
Are they everywhere?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
And they've killed some really important people to me.
Well, let's go kill them.
I can't.
Why?
I have to hide and I have to run. The more people that know who I am, it puts them in danger and it puts me in danger.
But
you're asking me to trust you, or you're asking me to be forthcoming and to give you information, and the moment that you have information about me, the moment that I am at my most vulnerable, you won't even promise that you'll help me out a little bit. Like you're gonna cast me aside like this?
2 conditions. If it's ever going to harm someone I know.
It's not.
But if it does.
It's not.
If it won't, then I promise. On those conditions.
I don't like that. Fine for now. But if you tell people when I'm not ready, if you give away my secret when I'm not ready, I don't know. I don't know why I would stick around. It's not your secret to give.
Why are you sticking around?
Well, because I remember exactly what's happened the past couple days. And I haven't felt that way in a really long time. I usually don't know what yesterday was, or I'm confused, and maybe I do know and I'm just worried that I don't, and it gets really confusing and frustrating, and sometimes I don't know what is real. Humans aren't meant to live this long as I've lived. Or unlived, I guess.
Rory like is listening to you, and he's been like a cat in my lap, and he's slowly just like.
Don't touch. Look. I understand that it doesn't. I understand, but it weirds me out.
He's just.
I
He's
reflexively, want to like flinch away from the heat.
Oh, there's no heat.
I know,
Oh.
but like I reflexively want to, but I know there's no heat. Weirds me out.
It's okay, Rory. I'm just gonna put him like a cat scarf around me and be like, it's okay.
It's amazing. Maybe after some time, when I feel like we can both trust each other, I will be okay with any sort of physical contact. But for now, look, I'm not used to mortals knowing who I am. Well, asterisk. Some mortals know who I am. But look, why are we in this city again? What are we doing here? We need to find the others.
Yeah.
The others that aren't gonna know my secret ever. Let's find them.
Cut to the others.
Hello.
So, Bryce, I believe you were in the front. Is that true?
Yeah, and I was about to. I think there was that plank or something.
Yeah, you were pushing that plank aside. The plank.
Walk.
Oh, of a fence. I was like, you're on a ship already?
Walk that plank. Strut.
It is not so fantastical. It is just kind of creaks open.
Oh.
And then you see the space beyond this half partially submerged in some places, ruined, waterlogged remnants of the Pillar District. This is your first time ever getting this close, right? And Judy is right behind you. And also the reason you will have never gotten this close in the past before is you're explicitly forbidden from coming here. But as you open that kind of secret entrance and you look beyond, it's not so much like a smell that hits you or the sights or anything like that, but it is just the sum total of all of the sensory experience of the space beyond, just the ruin of it, the smell of it, this like tangible feeling of decay and melancholy and death just washes over you as soon as you open that door. And for a second, your resolve almost fails, but you kind of stiffen yourself up a little bit and start heading in to the Pillar District.
That little adrenaline rush I was getting of like, oh, I'm finally gonna see it. I'm finally gonna get in there. And then when I almost want to take a step back, like, no, if I take a step back now, Mom will never let me do this kind of stuff again. So I'll take a step forward into the space, Vic. Oh wait, before I take a step forward, I do want to take a look. Is it clear? Do I notice anything?
Roll a perception check.
Danger.
Tradj, are you just like behind Bryce, about to go in as well?
That one.
Hey! You saw all the things that I just said, and you experienced the things that I just said.
All right. Looks clear.
Can I help with that?
Yeah.
Looks clear.
6.
Plus,
You
That's
mind
plus
8, right?
straightening that
6
out with
maybe?
the camera as well? It's a little bit canted.
Oh, straight on the camera? Or
Straight it like in line
Is
with
that
the
what,
camera.
6?
Yeah.
So 12.
A 12. Yeah, you see basically the same stuff, but what you hear is as you're crossing this threshold into the other district, you hear I don't know if you would recognize this sound. You recognize the sound of an explosion, but this is different probably from one that you've heard before. This is just a followed by shortly 3 more
Bryce,
in the
did
distance.
you hear that?
What? Sorry, the board was creaking really loud when I walked through.
It sounded like this.
I'm gonna stop doing sound effects.
Oh, they're amazing.
It was a
It was like. Yeah, do you know what sound that is?
Is that like a bird?
As you debate the sound, you hear again in rapid succession another few shots fired, but these are sharper and shorter in duration, revolver shots.
How might
Would
these
I
ones sound?
recognize gunshots?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
How would these ones sound? Just so we can.
You've been around drunk pirates before. You know how they sound. Why don't you tell us how they sound? No. See, that's spittoon like noise.
Famously, a gun sound.
Yep. Nope. Okay. I was expecting more things to come out, but it was just air. So we're moving on from that.
Yep. But as Tradj points that out, you pick up the sound of those shots.
Your ear perks up.
Your ear perks up just in time to hear a deafening, a great, huge explosion. You cannot really see where it came from, but after a period of time, you just see like a small little puff of smoke in the distance coming from further in the Pillar District.
Well, the first few were ones from some things called revolvers, but I'm not sure what that last one was. That sounded like way bigger.
Great.
And then finally, one more shot. And then silence.
Do you want to go check it out? It might be. We're here to find Percy.
There might be loot.
What is Judy doing?
Well, okay, maybe loot, but
Yeah, you also feel a hand on your shoulder, and Judy just says, "Bryce, stay close.
Okay.
If you see trouble, you run."
Okay. I feel like we should probably go check it out though, because Percy might be involved.
Okay, I'm with you.
But let's be sneaky. Should I roll stealth?
Yeah, roll stealth.
Should I?
You take your first few steps in, and that pervading sense of doom sticks with you.
Ooh, that's a good one. Pervading sense of doom.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The smell continues to fill your senses. The moisture in the air here is thick, and it's thick everywhere in Port Tishon, especially in the shanty. But here it's different. It's like an entity unto itself that seems to resist your every movement, trying to push you out or at least keep you still, trying to hold you in place.
Can I put in some nose plugs?
Sure. Yeah.
Just strip off little bits of cloth, I'm thinking, and just kind of ball them up.
Yeah.
Tradj is gonna say, "This decay reminded me of the forest floor."
What do you smell? I rolled a 17, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
me too.
stealth.
Yeah.
But mine's a dirty 20. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then Judy rolled an 8 plus. Let me pull up her.
She's a mom.
Oh,
Mom's
yeah.
gotta have
I
plus
love
something to
Tradj so
stealth.
much. She actually.
I don't know if I ever really responded to you about it, but you go wild.
Okay. Yeah, I did.
I figured.
But I think with the two of your rolls, no matter what she gets, Judy's kind of broken. I had fun with Judy, in a weird way, but it's gonna be fun. But yeah, so you proceed through, and that moisture just clings to you. You feel just damp at all times. Your hair matted and pressed against your head, and then you realize it's been a while since I cast Disguise Self. You can feel your skin get clammy and your eye get kind of itchy, and you know it's turning red.
I tried to cast it again.
How many uses do you have per day? Just one? Yeah. You try it. You wave your hand and nothing happens.
I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna look at Tradj. I'm gonna say, let me borrow your wolf mask. I need it right now. It's emergency.
I'll have to see if I still have it. I haven't worn it in a while.
Hurry.
I'm gonna rummage through my bag real quick.
I don't like.
Toss out. Toss
Acting like
out
I'm kind of
an
playing.
empty vial here. Maybe a tin of some fur wax or
The
something.
one I like. Oh my.
Oh
Oh,
my
just wait a whole second. It's
Oh,
my eyes
here it is,
burning.
Bryce.
Oh, cool. Just hold on. Okay, I'm good.
Bryce, what are you wearing?
It's a really cool. It makes me feel more confident.
It sure does.
All right.
That didn't sound very confident.
It was very confident.
You look
Tradj.
very cool.
Thank you, Mom. Walk forward like.
But you continue through, and you step through the streets, or what you could even call streets at this point. They're just mostly ruined, little bits of stone here and there, but mostly mud kind of runs through, and just a film, almost oily like, seems to kind of cover most things here on the ground. Just like this weird kind of, like, it's not like mold, but like just this nasty like growth.
Grime.
Yeah, like a grime, like a layer of grime everywhere.
I'm gonna take off my my shoes, and so I'm just like hoofing it.
Raw hoofing it.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to do that
Yeah.
because I don't want to get them all gross.
Yeah. Better to go barefoot in the
Mhm.
nasty.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
gross
books.
city.
They're books. They're easy to
It was
clean
funny.
off, but like aren't they like literal rags?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you've probably worn through them completely.
Yeah, I'm
They're looking
dedicated, though.
pretty rough.
I'm never changing them.
You make your way through the city, and with your stealth rolls, you don't seem to, if there is anything else here, you don't feel like it's caught your scent or sight,
Great.
whichever. Roll a perception check for me,
Both of us?
both of you.
Perceiving things.
That's good.
4. Ooh,
Oh, that's
great.
good.
I
Perceptive
feel like
today.
you
14.
14?
cursed
And a
Tradj
10.
a little bit.
What's
by
that?
A 10.
announcing
A 10, okay.
both the dice.
14. As the sun is setting, the day is getting later, and the light is kind of growing thin. What little light there was here. You've been in normal parts of the city where there's coverage overhead from the upper, and you know it's darker. Sure, there's a shadow, but this feels different. This feels more ominous, harder to see through. You can still catch glimpses, though, and you can't tell if it's your eyes playing tricks on you, but shadows appear to be just flitting through some of the ruined buildings. Not rapidly, but just kind of the occasional flicker of light catches your eye and you turn, but there's nothing there. There's like a bubble that'll bubble up in a puddle of grime, and you look and you swear you saw like a face or something. But no, it's just a bubble. Nothing.
Are you seeing anything?
I don't know if I am or not. It's weird.
Yeah,
Judy, do you
I just keep
perceive anything?
Feeling like I'm noticing. It just feels weird.
Stay quiet. Go fast. Don't look back.
Start jogging.
Okay, you hoof it
Yeah. Run.
to the sounds of the explosion. Right, is that where you're headed?
Yeah.
Okay. And
I'm not
after
looking back.
yeah, after some time passes, you make your way over to where approximately you thought you heard it from, and you come to a clearer city street, and you see two figures in the center of the road. from the distance you're at, it's hard to make out who they are. But they just seem to be standing, and you hear just hushed conversation.
Is anyone around me? Did anyone?
Yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Unless you want to be elsewhere, you know, I'm assuming you're kind of coming up through the street, kind of sticking to the shadows stealthily, right?
Yeah, definitely not wanting to. I wouldn't want to be too close to the shadows, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
So this would be.
How are you
crafty.
approaching? Here?
I think I'm probably going if there's any like obstacle or like a barrel, a little thing that I can approximately Bryce size to tuck behind as I go, just like darting really quickly between each one that I see.
Yeah, there's clutter
But never
everywhere
lingering
here.
too long because those shadows were weird. And
Yeah.
I don't want to be in them.
There are like old, discarded, broken furniture, bits and pieces of buildings, just assorted wood, scattered about. It's not hard to find hiding places.
Okay.
We'll keep the stealth check going.
Does this feel like a dangerous area? Like, does it feel like stealth is required to be safe?
Roll a perception check for me.
Ooh. Tradj is back.
Tradj is back. Back again.
For a total of
8.
8. It feels ominous.
Okay.
There's the two figures that you see standing in the street. You can't see who they are, their features.
Can I try from my, because like I see the two figures. I see. Come. Try and squint and do my own little like long range.
Long
Tuck
range
some.
squinting.
Yeah.
Do you pull up the wolf mask?
No, I do not. I cannot stress it. Yeah, what is the visibility like inside of this wolf mask? Where are the eye holes?
Pretty good.
In
They're
the
where
mouth?
they're
Are they in
where
the
you're.
mouth? Or like,
They're
is it
where
like
you're-
a Halloween
Yeah.
mask style?
Oh.
You look and you just see two like
Eyes.
bloodshot red eyes just poking out.
Hey Bryce, do you still have your glasses of object impermanence?
I did.
Do you want to put them on and go eavesdrop on their conversation?
Yeah. Is there like a clear, straight path between us and the two
There's some
figures?
stuff in the way,
Okay.
so
Okay.
you can try and negotiate it.
I'd like to try and. What is there a roll to see if I can mentally like memorize the landscape? Like,
Yeah,
try and,
roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Let's do it. Intelligence check. Bryce got intelligence. Investigator. 11.
11? Okay, cool. So you put on your glasses of object permanence and you try to recall your way back.
I like have to like shove them up underneath the wolf mask because I'm not taking them off.
It just looks like a wolf is holding a pair of glasses in its mouth. And then
Yeah, put them in the wolf's. I don't even know the mouth is the eye soul. That's what it is now.
All right, so just roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
And if you roll under what you rolled for your check, then you'll recall.
Great.
under?
That's definitely over. Is another intelligence check.
No, this is just a straight
flat,
d20.
15.
I'm using what you rolled as the DC just to like for a straight check to see if you're
15.
15. But like an opposite DC because 15. Yeah. So you get most of the way there and like you can start to hear more words and more words. What are you two talking about?
Okay, I was going to ask if it was us because if it is
I knew
us,
it was going to
Rory
be.
is on my neck as a flaming cat.
Fair.
Like
fair.
there is visibility of Rory.
And guess who doesn't have visibility right now?
Well, I guess it would like I was curious of how far away because like light would be shining from wherever
That's
we
true.
are.
That is true. I would say that's a good point.
I didn't want to like interrupt
Oh,
you
no,
because
no,
I
no.
was like, what if they're two like enemies? That they
So
gotta,
we'll say
I'm
this.
sorry.
We'll say right as you
Oh.
trip, Bryce.
As Bryce trips, is he gonna like knock anything over?
You're just about to go face first into the ground,
Love
and you let out just a little on the way down.
I'm gonna stumble out of the shadows and trip myself, to take credit for the.
as you do that, you now catch a glimpse of Rand putting Rory as a cat back around her shoulders, and you're like, oh wait, okay, yeah.
But are the glasses still on my face? Can I still not see? Just wondering.
Did it not get off?
Yeah,
your face?
no, yeah, we'll say they just tumble off your face
Okay.
as you fall down. Just like,
Oh.
Oh.
How did you guys get here?
We've been
How
here.
did you?
How do you mean been here?
I-
We've been here.
Why are so many people running into me like this?
So many people. Who else have you
Don't
been
worry about
around?
it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
As I'm like plugging a bolt
Wait,
hole
wait.
with a finger.
Hold on. Why?
Yeah,
What?
it's just,
Yeah, is there any blood coming out? Just wondering.
No.
Okay.
it's just a hole in my clothes that I have my finger.
No.
What are you doing here?
And I'm like prone on the ground.
We're looking for Percy the Navigator so that we can get passage on a ship to the pirate island and meet Miss Salmonella.
I knew a Percy once.
Was it what was Percy? What race? I forget the name of it.
he was a Instalis Alexidon.
Alexidon. Was he Alexidon?
I have no idea. The name just sounds familiar.
Oh. It might be the same Percy though.
It could.
That's helpful.
Was he a navigator?
Come on up, buddy.
I don't know. I don't remember. I just knew
Okay.
one at one point.
Wipe off some muck from my subject. Well, I'm sorry I didn't get to introduce you to my hometown, but I can introduce you to my mom! And I'm going to gesture back to Judy. Mom, these are the people I've been
Hi.
traveling with.
Oh, these
Hello.
are more.
Yeah.
Wow.
The other two I mentioned.
Here. Yeah, right. Here? What? I'm sorry.
I know, I have the same name.
It's nice to meet you.
It's
I
nice
wish
to meet
it
you too.
were in different circumstances,
What?
but
This place is great.
oh,
Smells just like home.
well,
Hey Dana, do you want some rum?
Oh,
Yes.
guys, that's for my mom.
yeah. Can we, he's so young, not around. He's 13.
No, guys, be cool.
What's
She's
Percy's mom
already
named Judy?
sketchy.
Yeah.
She's already sketched out.
Judy, loosen up.
No, no! He didn't mean that, Mom. He didn't mean that.
I'm gonna fish
Tradj?
around.
Tradj,
Dana's
Bryce,
gonna
is
take
this
one
who
step
you-
back.
I
Bryce
know.
Buckland, is this
He's
who
been
you are
gone
hanging
most of the
around
trip.
with?
He
I
just
raised
joined
you
up like
better than this,
2 days
Bryce.
ago.
Bryce,
I-
I will take you right back home
I
right now.
know, Mom. He is Tradj. Apologize.
I'm fishing in my pack for the bottle of whiskey
Tradj.
from Black Eye.
Oh yeah.
I'll just like pull it out.
I immediately shoot it with fire.
I mean, but it's not a bottle of rum.
What?
It's got a message in it.
Oh yeah, so you shoot it with fire. The bottle shatters, and a little note just like
Oh.
floats slowly
Oh.
to the ground.
Sorry.
I'm-
Sorry.
I'm glad that wasn't the bottle of rum.
I'm never going to leave my home again.
I think
Can
your mom
I
would like
roll
that.
to? Can I catch the note and read it?
I mean, are you gonna try to catch it?
But
Who's-
it
who's-
wasn't the rum.
I'd say if are you trying to catch the
Yeah,
message?
we
trying
could
to
we could
catch
do
it.
like a DC roll to see who.
Yeah, I was
catches
gonna
it.
say let's do a dexterity contest here. Or sleight of hand to see who can grab
Oh,
it.
sleight of hand. I like that.
Could I join in this? Actually,
Oh, I actually
Am
don't like
am-
sleight of hand.
Yeah, sure.
I would like.
Wait. Okay. But now that everyone's getting involved,
yeah,
we're
everyone
all
else
reaching
gear
for
up
it.
to grab it.
It's like a freaking leaf falling and fall. It's so hard to grab from the tree.
Like a gust of wind, just like whisks it away.
yeah, and they're just really good at dancing. What's that?
Shit. I really want.
What is that?
It's a 19.
Oh wow! And let's see. Let's see.
I have telekinesis. So if I could just, well, I mean, like when anybody goes to grab
Dirty
for it, I'll just
21.
like go like whoop a little bit to the side, so it's always just out of everyone's hand.
What did you roll, Bryce?
I rolled a 13.
Okay. Tradj.
7.
And you rolled
Dirty
21?
21. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Rand just like faster than anybody, but Bryce, as you reach to grab it, Judy grabs your hand. It's like, Bryce Buckland?
I was trying to get a hold of the situation.
I'm sorry, Judy.
Apology accepted.
I'm gonna hold the note up to Rory because Rory's like right here, cat face purring and shedding light. What do I see?
You see a handwritten note, written in. Do you speak Sylvan?
Specific language.
Features and traits?
Yep. No, it'll be under proficiencies.
Thank you. No, I don't.
So you see a note. It is scrawled in a language that is incomprehensible to you.
I can't read this.
It was a note from Black Eye. Wasn't it a note? Did he say what the note was about?
This
That
is not a
wasn't
note.
from Black
No,
Eye.
this
It
is
was from the antique shop.
Oh, from the
Yeah.
okay, then never mind. The scratch word redacted. I just said.
Can anyone make out what this says?
Oh, can I look
Do you
at
speak
it?
Sylvan? Or read Sylvan? You don't? You're an elf!
Oh wait, do I then?
You didn't
Is
remember.
Sylvan's Elvish?
No,
Is
it's
it-
not technically. I guess Sylvan is more of a,
It's
Feywild.
like
So
Feywild,
you
yeah.
can't read it?
It's a Feywild Elvish.
No.
I'm gonna like
I was about
show it
say.
to Judy.
She actually does.
I was gonna say she
Yeah,
better know
yeah,
this one.
She reads over it and she's like, where did you get this?
I bought the bottle at an antique shop.
What
Doesn't seem your kind of note.
does it say?
It says, seems like a sort of, maybe a love letter of sorts. Says, my dearest Livy, I treasured our time dearly. Yours was the truest love I've ever felt. If you want to see me again, and should this message meet your eyes, come to Earnest Point. I'll be waiting for you. Yours always, Petra.
Do I recognize Ernest Point, like that name?
Roll history check with advantage. Because you're a local.
Wow!
Yeah, you know exactly where it is. It is, you've heard pirates talking about it, usually in words of warning to stay away from Earnest Point, because it is known to be a place where harpies gather. And if you go close to Earnest Point, you will hear the sound of beautiful singing and may never be heard from again.
That's how it all goes.
Does Bryce relay this to us?
Yeah, but with the I always heard to stay away from Ernest Point because
From what's
that's the sound harpies make, but it's a lot prettier. I'm not very great at singing. I'm still
You're
working
amazing
on it.
at singing, sweetie.
Thank you so
Is
much.
it more like a-
Thanks. I
Yeah.
have been working on it. You know, part of my the voice training, but you
Bryce,
know, but,
would you say it's more like a blah?
yeah, just with a little bit of like.
Blah, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. I'll be ready to repeat that when we get close to those harpies.
Just you wait.
It's canon.
I think I can do it.
I don't know. It's pretty advanced.
Pretty advanced, Paul.
You gotta get up pretty
4
early.
years
in
of
the
vocal
morning.
training here. But yeah, harpies. I don't see. Are there any? Did you guys
Judy
see
hands the paper back to you.
Percy or any signs? Or actually, it's also just felt really weird and creepy around here. Have you guys noticed anything just weird and creepy around here?
No, it's perfect
Well,
around here.
to that point, we should probably get out of the middle of the street. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Rand.
Rand. It's wonderful to meet you. You may want to, if you can. I've never met a genasi, right? I've never met a fire genasi before, but you may want to bring it down just a little bit because there's multiple things that have been moving around, and I think we managed to remain unseen on the way here, but I'm worried we may be blowing our cover, given not just your your brightness, but also the whole thing we've been doing for like the last couple minutes here.
That's true. We haven't been quiet.
So,
We noticed some like weird shifty things on the way over
I
here.
love
and then
weird
Mom
shifty
told me
things.
to run, and so I ran.
okay, so
That's
what?
probably.
Where
big
are we
facts.
going? What are we staying here? Are we looking for someone? Are we going somewhere else?
We're trying to find Percy, who's the navigator Black Eye ship. He disappeared somewhere in here between 1 and 2 a.m. yesterday.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, the night
last
before.
night. That's what we know. In
It-
this area.
Okay.
Was he a magical
area?
person?
I don't know. Maybe he's a navigator.
Are we still outside of Ghost Tavern?
Well, Pendleton is a tracker. This is not in character, so sorry. I'm just thinking out loud. Pendleton is a tracker in the inn right now, correct?
He may or may not be in the inn right now.
Oh, okay.
He went inside the inn.
Okay, I'm just trying to think. Like, no time passed between where we ended last time and.
Yeah, I mean
now.
it's been like the few minutes where you've
A few
all
minutes,
been
okay.
like, chatting.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to find someone, we did just meet a guy who's pretty good at finding the people.
Well,
Where is he?
I think he's in an important meeting right now. We don't want to.
Oh, who was it?
Just some like
A nice guy named Pendleton.
yeah.
Who's he meeting with?
Wait a second, you guys met Pendleton?
Some friends,
Mhm.
friends of mine.
He's pretty cool.
And I'm gonna look. I want to.
He
look
almost
at
killed me
Judy.
real bad.
So wait,
Yeah,
what,
we
wait,
didn't get
what-
off to the best start.
Sorry, what did you say his name was?
Pendleton.
Pendleton.
Brass.
catch
Brass.
it?
Remind me.
Brass.
Pendleton.
Brass.
Brass.
Oh,
Brass.
no.
It was definitely brass. I think.
Never met Pendleton. It's only ever been Wendleton, and he would always, every time, would always just
Oh.
dance around the subject. All you guys would just dance around the subject. Now, I knew he was real.
Mm.
Who was he? What did he look like?
He's a
He was
GIF.
big.
Yeah.
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 He had
Yeah.
gun.
It's pronounced gift.
It's a gif. It's a gif.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
GIF.
That makes sense. Wendleton's a gif too.
Well, you know, he had some cool clothes and cool guns.
Look, Pendleton's complicated. We'll talk about him another time.
I love complicated.
He's got great intentions. He's just always been on the a little bit on the wilder side,
Yeah. Tell me.
in
about
a
it.
very different way than Wendleton.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. But,
Well, sure, yeah, we all know Wendleton.
okay, we'll talk later. Yeah, we'll talk
Oh,
later.
okay.
So do we get out of here or do we look around more for this person?
Let's.
What did this person look like?
Did we get a description of what
You
person?
never
looked
ask. You know he's a Lexodon, so pretty
What is
hard to
that?
miss.
What is that?
He's
I
a
wasn't
he's a
mad.
navigator.
Thank you.
He's
Okay.
a navigator.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a Lexodon.
I'm just gonna 1 second. I'm just gonna put on. I'm gonna go to my thinking place and I'm gonna put on my thinking cap. Be
Oh.
right back.
Oh.
I just want to
Thinking.
peek into the inn. Hi.
Do you
Hello.
walk all the way
Yeah.
in, or you just peek
No,
in?
I walk in. Yeah.
Hey,
Is there a Lexodon who was killed around here?
Killed? I don't know. There
This
have
isn't-
been some people walking around nearby lately, like not like the drifters, you know, not the,
Yeah.
but like living people.
Ooh.
I know, right? Yeah, it's been all we can do to keep Olivia from like flagging them down and roping them in here.
I can't imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you tell them there are no living people out right now.
Wink.
Yeah.
Ooh, an
She says
audible
wink.
love
Yeah, I mean, there've been some people like lately walking around. I think there's people last night, like a few days before that.
Do you hear them say anything?
It's hard to get kind of close to them, to be honest with you. I mean, don't get me wrong, we tried, but like when I say it's hard to get close, like it's hard to get close to them, like
Emotionally. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they seemed kind
They're-
of distant.
they
They
got
were
walls
talking
up.
like very like logical terms like beep boop, I'm an automaton kind of thing. No, I'm not.
Oh,
They were people
okay.
though. Like no, but like physically, like or metaphysically, I couldn't become any closer in distance to them
Okay.
after a certain point.
Okay.
But yeah, they passed through here. It seemed like they were headed kind of in the direction of the pillar, but I wasn't able to follow them too far.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh sure. Did you want like a slice of bunt cake to go?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Let me rummage that up for you.
Is it the ghost bunt cake?
Yeah.
Mm.
As soon as it leaves her hands, it just like fizzles and disappears.
Revolting as usual.
Every time.
I love it. I
Well,
can smell it in the air. I swear.
yeah, it's okay. You don't have to
Buns
pretend.
in the air.
I do appreciate it when you do.
Of course.
Well, travel safe. And if you are traveling with living people, don't let them croak.
I'll do my best.
And if you do, like,
It's so difficult.
get them over here as they croak so we can have some more company. Because honestly, if I have to listen to Olivio's stories one more time, I'm gonna find another noose. I'm gonna figure something
That's a
out.
good idea. The next person I kill, I'm gonna bring him here and kill him.
Yeah,
Right.
Get us some
Just for
company.
you.
Get us some company.
I-
Make sure they're good. Like they're good conversationalists and like, or like, can they play an instrument maybe, or I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that the next time I go to kill somebody. I'm gonna ask them those questions. I
Yeah.
promise.
Oh, that would be so great.
I got you.
Yeah, and make sure they have like some kind of unfinished business. Otherwise, we're just gonna have a corpse in here that we cannot move, and like we can't smell it, but we can see it. You know.
Yeah. It's
Kind of ruins the vibe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The two over there are already too much.
Yeah, like make sure like maybe they have like a long lost lover or something like that they can never get back. You know, something
Something
for them to
tragic.
like. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
for us
the,
to
the
use
more
and
tragic, the
manipulate,
better. Yeah.
Did
Oh,
someone
dog.
say my name?
Well,
Thank you very
anyway,
much. Yeah, I gotta go.
bye bye.
Bye bye. We pick up. So I did some thinking.
Were you just talking to people in there?
I was talking to myself.
That was a lot of talking.
That's true. I
to
heard
yourself.
Dad do that a lot.
Some people have described me as not the most present.
Well, did you learn anything from yourself?
I have
it a
a
good
fear of
conversation?
intimacy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't.
Is that why you can't stay inside your own mind? You have to talk to yourself
you get
from
it.
from outside of yourself?
Yeah.
Mm.
Is this another magic thing?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
no,
there are
this
some
is-
people recently that were like making their way over to the pillar, and they like I could just I intuitively I put it together with my
Okay.
detective mind that they had
You're
some
a
sort.
detective as well?
Oh, absolutely, I am 100%. I'm the smartest person you've ever met.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, now the friendship makes a
My
little bit more
intelligence of
sense.
8 says so. And they had this like natural ghost repellent. I was able to figure that out.
How'd you figure that out?
Okay, I was talking to a ghost.
You were talking to someone. Oh my gosh!
I was.
There are ghosts here. I'm gonna immediately try running up.
Price.
and- Oh, you're right. That's
Yeah, that's a
I'm
good
gonna-
idea.
Is
Yeah,
it
do
okay if I?
No.
Oh, that's why it's always
You
better
heard
to
the lady.
ask first. That's
Yep.
right.
You know,
I am sorry.
you are forgiven, and the apology is very appreciated.
Oh, You're so
Judy.
welcome.
You raised a fine young man.
Well,
Slip like some gold.
he's a work in progress.
All right. Oh, which building was it that you told your ghost friend told you?
The pillar.
The pillar.
I don't know where
The
that is.
one
I
p-
can't remember where
look
that
out.
is.
You look
How
over
many
and you
pillars
see
are
a
there?
giant stone pillar that is not nearby, but probably like, maybe a mile or so away from your location. That is going straight up and supporting the underside of the cliff face. It goes up to this kind of big stone base that it disappears into the rock itself overhead.
It's the stick up the ass.
You're really.
I'm
You're
sorry.
really hanging on.
Clutching, you are desperately trying to pinch off this metaphor.
Clenching with all of your might. Hang on.
I get it.
Well, I guess we have our landmark. But we should probably move stealthily.
Why?
Well, because again, we noticed weird things on the way, like dangerous things.
Yeah,
my
like-
favorite.
But like,
Shots
We
fired.
I was talking about.
Yeah,
the-
and I like pull my cloak over some bottles.
Yeah, we're gonna look around. Like, do you guys see? Oh, I guess all the bodies. Like, were these all the people, by the way? That.
When did those get here?
Oh, were you guys not part of this at all? Did you see what happened?
No, we were not part of it.
I look up to see. Is it one of them like dead on the roof with a knife?
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah.
No knife in
Okay,
any of the
yeah.
bodies.
Oh, that's
It's
right. That's
like-
right. no knife.
yeah,
But some
Like their eyes-
suspiciously knife-shaped stab wounds.
These guys were good. All right, off to the. No, I'm about to say landmark. The pillar.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
By the way, DM, would I know what something like that is? Like a ghost repellent aura?
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Intelligence. Heck
I would
yeah.
say you can roll with advantage because of your background and your affiliation.
Awesome. How did I roll the exact same thing? Oh gosh. Okay.
But it was
8.
good, right? Oh. I mean,
Wait, what are you rolling?
Arcana.
you know there's lots of things that ghosts don't like. I mean, maybe they just were stinky.
They were definitely just
Yeah,
stinky.
maybe they just had bad vibes. I don't know.
They did.
Or
Yeah.
they don't like vacuums.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true. And they don't like plumbers that are dressed in green with their stupid little overalls.
But they do like
Yeah.
mansions.
That they do.
These jokes have like consistently have taken me like a couple seconds to load. So when I laugh along with you, at first I don't get it. So the laugh is fake, and
yeah,
then the
it's fake,
laugh
like
is
the-
real.
But the eyes are like quickly like, yeah. So
Haha!
Do we have to reroll stealth? If we're
yes,
stealthing?
right now you've taken some time. You've been talking. Roll another stealth check for me. And what is your plan? Are you going like as the crow flies directly to the pillar? Is that your path?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
I want. Is it a well? Well, no, none of this is well lit. Which actually, what is the lighting like? Because I don't think I have dark vision.
It is
As a
fading.
satyr.
So if you don't have dark vision, it's about to get harder to see.
Okay.
It's a 20.
It's a nat 20.
Hey,
Hey.
all right.
Alright,
Okay.
I got a
Hello,
19.
Stell.
A 19. Okay.
22.
22.
I rolled a 12.
Oh, Judy got a
I also rolled.
not a natural, a dirty 20.
Nice.
Rand.
11.
Randolin.
And-
Everyone else rolled really well, so.
I just be on the lookout for weird shadows. Now, I actually kind of want to look at Judy for a moment. Do you know what's around here?
I mean, only the stories. I've never been out here, but it's. I thought it was just stories, but no, I'm not so sure. I mean, ever since I came here, I've just heard that when the sun goes down, weird stuff comes out in this part of the city, that the collective sadness and discontent of the people that died here never rested.
It'd be great
But
if we
it's-
had a bard who could play some happy beats.
That would be pretty good.
Looks at empty space.
I'm sorry, I don't play. Well, I don't have any instruments on me. I'm sorry.
I have, and I'm gonna pull out my chanter that Saoirse gave me all that. I have this. I've been practicing.
Wow, I haven't played in years. Where did you get a bagpipe
Miss
chanter?
Saoirse gave it to me.
Saoirse? Oh, you mean this Saoirse over here?
Oh! Do we have a Saoirse? Is Saoirse...
Saoirse is here. Saoirse is just out of frame.
Great.
Yeah.
Always off stage.
Yeah.
Have I
Always
gotten a short rest, by the way?
Yeah, at this point. Yeah,
Okay,
I'd say
short
everyone.
rest?
Because I have 9 hit points.
Yeah.
Just be on the lookout for weird things and general sadness.
Well, I was trying not to freak you out too much, but I definitely saw what looked like. I mean, it looked like people moving around in the shadows between some of the buildings.
Okay. Can any of us see in the dark?
I have dark vision.
Okay. I guess be on the lookout in the dark spots and alleys to see if anything's gonna sneak up on us.
I just saw your roll, and I thought you like rolled a d20, and I was like, "What the?"
No, it was hit dice.
Yeah, yeah.
I rolled all of my fighter hit dice, so it was 4d10 plus 8 or something.
And you got 34 health back, and I was like, "What?"
In my game?
Look, I'm still not at full health.
Oh man, yeah, I forget you've got I think the
got
most
messed
health
me
in the
up.
party, and even that is
Yeah,
on
because
the lower side.
you rolled a crit.
Yep.
That
I rolled
and
a-
silver bullets,
Yep.
so it was quadruple damage.
Why would silver bullets do more damage? It's
That's
weird.
really weird.
No,
They
yeah,
win.
that is super weird.
But yeah, so I'm assuming
My bad.
pretty much straight path unless anyone else is gonna.
I think I'm gonna take off Rory, and like pet him a little bit, and then like put him on your shoulders.
Can you tell him to teleport me if anything scary happens again? Did you do that, Rory? Okay, we're gonna do cool stuff again.
All right. So how are you proceeding? Are you going single file?
It gives him a little light as well, because
Okay.
Rory, dark
That's
vision,
good.
you don't have to, but
Although not
light.
too much. I don't know. I don't want too much light here.
That's true.
If you're gonna be illuminated, I'm gonna need you to reroll your stealth with disadvantage.
Yeah, I
Do you
would
do you
Rory
want
being
cat?
at all guaranteed? Like I have to roll disadvantage, or is there a dimness point Rory can get to?
I can.
Think about this:
turn
you're in a
Rory
dark
down a
city
little.
street,
Mhm.
and you have you're holding a light that is
Mhm.
illuminating just you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have trouble hiding from somebody?
Oh, you could put the glasses of object permanence on Rory.
No.
No.
I will not
Say
allow
he
that.
also he's going to cure
Wow.
fire. I don't think he has a physical enough form for them to
Yeah.
rest on.
Well,
Although, who's the tallest and strongest in our group?
I mean, I'm definitely the
yeah,
strongest.
probably
Yeah.
Deyna.
Yeah.
But I'm not the tallest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna be like, can
Wait,
I
what's
climb
your
on your back?
what's your strength?
What? Mine.
Wait, isn't it like
Sorry, was it 16?
What's your
Can I climb on your back?
Bryce, you can.
But why?
Do you want to?
Well,
You.
Are you afraid to get a piggyback ride from your mom?
no, you know what? Just never mind. I'm gonna.
Would you?
I'm just gonna put on the
You want to
glasses.
sit? You want to sit?
Does Rory disappear with me when I do so?
No.
Okay.
He's a
Just
floating
floating
fireball.
fire.
Floating, yeah,
Yeah.
fire cat.
Can I see this? I'm wondering, what is my invisible percent? Do I see myself when I have the glasses on?
You see, like dotted lines outlining.
Oh yeah,
Where?
I don't see anything. I don't-
Outlining your silhouette.
Oh.
No, you don't see anything because you're blind. Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm good.
Would you like to?
Someone else
Be
should go
next
in
to me?
first. Who can see? Yes, I want to be in. I want to be in the front. But I
Wait,
can't see.
can't Rory just walk on the ground?
I don't want Rory on me because then people can see me.
Okay, Rory, can you just like pitter patter in front of him?
I feel like Rory
Wouldn't that still
being
eliminate-
around will still give
Yeah.
us away.
You
Let's
could
just-
have
this is-
Rory lead the way, and
Mhm.
how much light does Rory give off? I think it's a certain amount of
That's a good.
radius.
I don't know that I've ever asked that before.
I
I'm
guess it's gonna be 5 feet.
DM. I
Yeah.
mentioned Deyna is pretty comfortable here, right?
Yeah, you don't really feel out of place, and you've been here before, so
Okay, yeah.
if you wanted to try to recall information about this
Nah.
place,
I don't know,
We're good.
Paul.
yeah, fair.
I mean, it just describes him as a wildfire spirit. So I'm like, I don't. What range is fire in general?
Well, I think we could do it this way, because
I
Rory
can
was
I can
originally
shrink and I can grow
cast
him.
with what is it? What's the spell
Continuous
called?
flame.
Continual
yeah,
flame.
Yeah.
So
Continuous
that
flame.
does have a radius on
Ooh.
it. So
Yeah. You want
we
me
can
to
use
look
that.
at it?
Yeah, if you could look that
Mhm.
up, we could use
Yeah.
that, and that'll give you how much light that Rory gives for you to see by, and also
The
how
distance
far
ahead
back
of
you
us.
would. Yeah, you would need to
He needs to-
stay.
Oh, I misspelled continuous. That's
Ha.
why continuous.
Continuous
Continuous repeat.
flame.
Oh. Continual flame. Equivalent in brightness to a torch, which I believe
That's-
is 15 feet
I
of
think so.
bright light, and then it's like 30 feet of dim light.
I think that's right.
Is that like
Something
radius
like
or
that.
diameter?
It's radius. It's always radius.
20 feet.
Yeah.
20 feet.
20 feet.
Okay.
20 feet.
There it
So
is.
20
Nice.
feet.
Radius?
And dim light for an additional 20. So
Okay.
I was about to say, I thought 40
technically
was the
light for
final
40.
number.
Yeah, I would say if you're in the dim light, you can just regular stealth. But if you're in the bright light, then it would be a disadvantage.
I don't want to be in bright light.
I don't want to be in the bright.
I hate bright light.
Yeah.
Ew.
Gross.
Gross.
Okay, you know what?
Bright light, that's so
What?
gross. Gross.
Hey,
I'm sick of
Tradj.
y'all whining.
Hey,
Ugh.
Tradj. Now that we're like Judy can't see, can you pass the whiskey? Pass the one. Yeah, right.
I realized I didn't have a bottle of it. I thought the bottle that
You
I did have
tease.
was,
Mm.
and it wasn't whiskey, it was rum.
How could you?
We'll have to
I'm s-
get Black Eye to hook
I've
us
never
up with
been
some
more
bottles.
betrayed.
I think with a big shh to both of you, I'm casting Pass Without Trace on everybody, including Rory.
Okay. So for future stealth checks, you'll get +10. Right, it's from the point on when you. No, I think you can add 10 to an ongoing stealth check.
Yep.
Is that right? Okay. You don't have to cast it before you roll stealth, right?
I think I'm at 29 then.
32.
Yeah.
32.
Judy's at 30.
30. You got a
Davey's at
33.
30.
Nice.
33.
Nice.
And when I
33.
there's just like
Hell
this
yeah, brother.
smoke
Dirty.
of-
Stealthy as
Yeah,
fuck.
dirty 33. Jesus
That's what I'm
Christ,
talking about,
33 when
Playboy.
he died. Tell you what.
Rory in like a bag or something just to like.
No, it casts on him too.
But I don't know if being stealthier just covers light.
But he takes my stealth roll.
But I still don't know if stealth will just. I mean, I don't know.
Shh, Rory, shh.
Yes. Like take a bag.
Rory, your fire is way too loud right now.
But like.
God, Rory, who made you?
Oh, I'm not serious. But like, right? If like, even if our stealth is really high, if there's like a literal light there, that would be anyone would be able to notice that, no matter how stealthy the light is.
People would see the light, but they wouldn't necessarily see you. So the light may attract attention, but they would still be rolling against your stealth as long as you're out of the bright light,
Okay.
right? You're hidden around it, so it may attract attention, but people may not readily see you all.
Okay.
If you want to get on my back, you can.
I was mainly just.
Okay.
Rand is gonna just
I
walk
thought-
Okay.
forward.
Yeah. So what is the actual
Yeah.
marching order here?
Yeah. Wow, it's been so
Me and
long.
Rory are marching onward.
Tradj, I think
be-
you rolled very high on your perception as well. Were you wanting to take up the front or the rear? Or
Yeah,
anything
I'll
like that?
take the front.
Okay.
I got the caboose.
Cool. Cool.
I'll be third.
Okay. Judy will be next to you.
Yeah.
And you are walking forward, I guess, probably right behind Tradj then. Judy holds out her hand and she says, "If you need to, I know you're big and strong, but if you
Not right now.
okay, just say the word.
Okay.
I won't say anything.
Can I go 20 feet in front of Rory?
Yeah, sure. Scout ahead of
Mhm.
Rory. Yeah. And we'll take your perception checks. You said you got a natural 20, right? Or was that under stealth?
That was for, what was that?
That was for stealth.
Was that
Yeah,
for
that
stealth?
was for
Okay.
stealth, yeah.
Then roll a perception check for me. To see what you see. See what you see.
Oh god, these are bad. 10.
10.
Probably don't see shit.
I mean, you see where you're going, and you see like the general space that you're in. As the light sets, though, you start to lose sight of the pillar. So it is far enough in the distance that once dark kind of properly settles in, you're mostly going off of your spatial memory at that point. But that said, you make your way through the city streets, through these ruined blocks, and as you get closer and closer to the pillar, the ground underfoot gets more and more wet. There's more water underfoot, standing water, that it surely doesn't rain down here because you've got rock overhead, so you don't know how long this water's been here for. It certainly smells like it's been here for a while, and there are just gnats and bugs and mosquitoes just all over the place. You'll walk through just a cloud of them, and your mouth is slightly open, and you're just like, but you start to see as you go along, not until you're almost on top of them, but these dark humanoid shapes just appear in the street, and they're shambling towards you. They don't appear to have noticed you, but as you get closer, you can make out that they look like corpses, waterlogged and long dead, the skin just sloughing off in places, and like almost putty, like thick and ruined. The skin is just peeling back, and you can see bone and viscera underneath poking out. Eyeless skulls just kind of scan around, not appearing to take notice of you, but you pass a handful, 1, then 2, then 3, and the water gets deeper and deeper until it's about shin height, and you're kind of wading through, and it's starting to slow your pace down a little bit. At this point, roll me a...
Would you say this is swampy?
It is quite swampy, yes.
Okay. Well, I have...
Oh, is that your favorite terrain?
Yeah, swamp is my favorite.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Look
Um,
at that!
And actually, let's see.
Favorite terrain?
Swamp is my favorite terrain.
That being so, your group can't become lost unless by magical means.
Oh, awesome.
So-
Okay, so I was about to make you roll to try to guide yourself to your memory of where the pillar is, but you know where it is. You've turned this way and then this way, and you kind of are tracking like your turns and how much you've turned and how far you've gone, and you know pinpoint accuracy the pillars in that direction, and you are guiding with success. At a certain point, you reach what you can see, and who else had dark vision here? Okay, everybody else. Yeah. You can see it first because you're taking up the front, and depending on how you proceed, they may see it. But you see what looks like the top of a stone tower protruding through, a little bit canted through the mire, and atop it is sitting a wrecked ship. Here the water is just gently kind of bubbling, and you see a bubble come up and pop, and just mire and muck just splatters across the bottom of the ship. The ship is suspended like maybe 10 feet off the ground. It's almost if like the tower pierced the bottom of the hole, like it fell down on top of it or something. Like a great tide carried it in, and it just got stuck. There's a few portholes on the side, but they've all been boarded shut, so you can't see inside of the hole. The mast has long since been snapped off and fallen off and probably succumbed to the elements in time. Leading up to the ship is a series of loosely linked planks and boards and assembled kind of detritus, forming a loose pathway to the ship. You see that, and as you see that, and you're standing now almost knee deep in this mire, in this muck, I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw for me. Is anybody here injured?
As you look directly at me, injured. Yeah.
After the short rest too?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was at 9 hit points.
Okay.
Are you injured? Rams? Roll with disadvantage.
Do I roll with disadvantage
I don't
as
think
well?
I need
Paul?
Oh, wow.
I roll with disadvantage as well.
Yes, I don't know if this will affect you though. But,
When you say
you'll
injured, you
tell me
just
after.
mean not at full health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, if you have any kind of
Come on.
wound on your
Okay.
body,
Oh, yeah.
any kind of scratch,
Yeah.
cut. Yeah.
My low roll is 19.
Wow, gosh.
I got a 4.
What was the Constitution?
Yeah.
Saving throw. Also, I was just wondering, is there a chance, as we've been walking this whole way, could this have been a moment where passive investigation comes in if I wanted to specifically kind of be on the lookout for any, like, more, because we had followed those, like, the path of
Yeah,
Saint
sure. If you
Prisca
wanted
drag?
to use that.
It's an 18 passive investigation.
Yeah. So you notice that. We'll come back to that in a second, actually.
Yeah.
So Constitution
10.
10. 5. So Judy.
4.
19.
Okay, yeah, Judy's good. So the three of you take
Take.
5 points of poison damage.
Oh.
And I need everybody who failed to roll me one more Constitution saving throw.
How many points of poison was that?
5.
5.
Okay. One more question.
Yeah.
Being that swamps are my favorite terrain, I also am alert to danger.
Mhm.
Would I be aware that this is poison that we're wading through, or?
Yeah, you know that for sure as you've been wading through it, and you can feel it kind of like
Okay.
starting to seep into your clothes, and it's just like this. It's not. It is a combination of things. Just the miasma of this experience is like just weighing on you, and you can feel yourself like your lungs kind of just like your breaths are getting shallower. It feels like there's some fluid in your throat, and just like you got this like cough that's starting to develop, and you can feel something's coming on, and you need to get out of here soon.
Okay. And you said if we took damage, roll again.
Yes.
If you fail,
roll
then
more
roll.
Constitution saving throw.
10.
10. Oh.
9.
interesting. 9. Wow.
I went
That's a
from a
10.
7 to an 8, baby.
An 8.
An 8. Wow.
Yeah, I have -2 to Constitution.
Let's
so-
go.
Oh my
Well,
god.
this is gonna be fun then.
Oh, Rhea.
Okay.
Dang.
Good to know.
Terrain will be what gets us.
All right. That's good to know.
Great.
So, you
Did I take more damage? Or?
no more damage.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, what would you like to do? You are aware of the danger that the swamps pose, clearly now.
Zoinks, let's get out of here.
So, what would you like to do? You have the kind of makeshift pathway to one side. There are raised patches of this area, but most of this, it's just floating kind of detritus. It seems to be mostly standing water here.
Am I able to see the raised spots without dark vision? Or
Roll a perception check with disadvantage. Tradj, you could point some of this out too.
Wow.
Ooh.
Dang, that
Ooh.
sucks.
That's rough.
great. That's gonna be a big ol' whopping 9 right there.
Okay. Yeah. No. You can't. I mean, with Tradj's direction, you could find them, but like just on your own, trying to explore, you would have a hard time, and it would probably take you a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the makeshift thing.
Okay.
Hey Rand, I don't suppose that since I was in the lead, you might have wanted to open a telepathic communication with me.
No.
Okay.
Are you
Cool.
speaking this to me verbally?
No, this is
Oh.
not in game.
Oh.
This is like back in time.
Yeah.
When Tradj went ahead, would you have wanted to do that?
Did you ask?
I didn't.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to
All right.
click my
Fair
heels
enough.
enough to levitate high enough off to get out of the mud.
Nice.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right, that's
just
right.
with
That's a good
the with
idea.
the.
Oh, it's so gross.
And it feels like as you're coming out that last few inches, it feels like the mire is just wrapping around your ankles and almost trying to pull you back in,
Gosh, it's like sticky.
but you just come loose.
Right, I'm out. Are there still a bunch of the corpse people walking around?
You don't know. With your perception, no.
Would there be a way, like, could I alert them to my location or like alert them of the makeshift path without causing attention of the Scully?
How would you like to do that?
I can see you.
That's true. You are in dim light, right?
Okay. Well,
so-
then I'll just flail my arms.
You see Tradj flailing his arms just at the periphery of your vision before it fades into dark.
I want to quickly like tie a little rope around myself and hand the other end to someone. Be like, 'cause I can't like fly or anything. You have to pull me along like this.
This is my favorite kind of balloon.
Oh God, don't be weird.
Please don't be weird.
I'm gonna ping you. Hi.
Come over here. There's a makeshift path. It goes up to the butt.
Judy shushes you.
Oh, no, he's not actually talking. He's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
this
okay,
is-
yeah.
I'm gonna ping that to everybody.
They can never
But you, I can connect us all at the same time.
Like a conference call.
You're not saying that you can't hear this. You're way up front.
Are we connected?
Do you do it?
If Rand says
That'd be a
it's
good idea.
okay.
I just shiver a little bit and keep walking.
I think it's a good idea. I hate it, but I think it's a good idea.
Well, but only Rand knows.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
realize you
yeah,
didn't say
'cause
that.
we're-
Oh, because you
right.
pinged. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind, never mind, never mind.
If you must.
If I must. I mean, I don't have to, but
I know what. I like being able to turn it off, and when you do it, you don't turn it off, and it just gets a little bit weird.
okay,
And
fine.
it's just like at that point, it's like not.
It's like ever since
I have like so many encounters planned.
Okay, yeah.
Rand, what are you
no,
saying?
won't do it then.
I'm just floating like a balloon.
I'm a little Bryce balloon.
I'm pulling you and just glaring at Rand.
Okay.
This is what
Yeah, I won't do it.
I mean, can you do it? But just like leave me out of it. I don't know. Is that possible?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
it's hurtful. You know, you're the only one who knows my secret, and you want nothing to do with me.
It's not that
We
I
all
want
do?
nothing to do
Well,
with you.
technically we
It's
all
just
do.
like I like having my mind space to
No,
myself.
it's fine.
most of the time.
Did that
Too
pass
late.
an investigation, by the way?
Oh, yeah, so-
if we want to.
I will say, as you're moving in this direction, you notice. At first, you see it as like just. It appears to be just casual debris floating along out of the corner of your eye, and you just think, whatever. Don't think too much of it. But at kind of regular intervals, you start to see these little pieces of something in the ground. and you take a little closer look, and it takes you a second for it to click, but then you get it. It's hardtack, but it's been sitting in the water, so it's kind of puffed up a little bit and absorbed some of the water, and you haven't readily recognized it, but you're like, that's that nasty stuff that the pirates eat. Huh.
It can be good sometimes.
But it's just in set intervals. It appears to be going. You kind of see it. It kind of will go off in one direction, but then loop back around, and you'll kind of catch the trail again. It seems to be generally going in the same way you're going.
Okay.
When you get up to where Tradj is on the walkway, however, it does not go with the walkway. It goes around, off to the side.
At the point that Tradj is it still all mucky and swampy at that point, right? So I'm still levitating.
Yeah, you're still. Yeah.
Are we mind melded?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just about to say, I can actually only connect people equal to my proficiency bonus, which leaving Rand out is perfect.
Yes.
I mean, still hurtful to
Oh,
I can
we
tune
can
in
do
when
this
I
for 2
want.
hours.
Let's go.
Cool.
Wow.
It's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
All right, so that I'll communicate that. Be like, I'm noticing the weird candy. Oh, sorry, Mom. Oh my gosh, now I'm the one that did it. Isn't that? Oh my gosh, I guess it is hard to warn people for you. Sorry. I've been noticing all of the candy that the pirates tend to eat. It's almost set out like a trail or path or trail or something. So it's maybe Percy trying to show us where he is. It's going off though in telepathically, I'll say in that direction, but then physically I'll point in the direction that I see it going in.
Okay,
I think it's a good idea to follow it. What do you guys agree?
yeah. Yeah, sure. I trust you, Bryce.
Following candy trails. Have you heard of Hansel and Gretel?
No.
It didn't end well for them.
I mean, candy always seems like a good thing to me.
Yeah, I think following canned treats in a weird swamp sounds fantastic.
Well, I guess I'm outnumbered.
Right.
Judy, do you have any input? Do you want to side with me maybe and even things up a little bit?
I mean, it's the candy that the pirates eat. I think it's...
Sorry, I was talking on mute.
You
Yeah.
guys not heard me this whole time?
Such a good parent joke.
Well, so the trail seems like a good indicator. The ship seems weird.
Yeah, I do.
But it's interesting that they avoided it. Whoever left that trail.
That's a good point.
So I don't know.
Should we? We're already here. Should we take a quick peek on the ship? What would a pirate do, Bryce?
Well, I mean...
That's a good point.
WWPD.
Oh, gosh, that is a really good question. I need to be able to answer that. Okay. I think... I'm trying to think about if
We're all thinking.
telepathically you would hear an accent if you were to suddenly put on like a "Yo har har."
Yeah,
You
you would. You would.
You suddenly hear
That's how it works.
telepathically like, "Ooh, yar har har. We can't afford to be distracted here, mateys. We need to find our navigator to find where we need to go."
This is perfect.
And then there'll be a slight pause. I think that's what a pirate would do.
You hear in your head, "You're not far off."
Right.
Sorry, I
Oh,
couldn't help it.
oh my gosh.
You just hear aww.
Rand is just standing.
we're all just like staring at each other.
You
Just
definitely
like-
see Bryce doing weird like.
we're all standing in a circle, not looking at one another, but
Floating.
just like
I'm floating like a balloon.
If I can, at some point, I'll just lean over to Rand and be like, "This is what it feels like," and I'll turn back and just get into the conversation again.
All right, follow the trail.
Yeah,
following the trail.
yeah, I'm following you.
I
I mean,
physically
technically, I'm
cannot
following you,
lead the
but like,
way.
you tell me where. to
Follow
go.
the trail.
Okay.
You were leading the way, so
Here, take Bryce. The Bryce balloon.
Whoa.
So what is the game plan?
I guess we better follow the trail.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what the people want.
Give the people what they want. All right. So you follow your trail of breadcrumbs deeper and further into the ruined Pillar District, and we're going to take a quick intermission. Because Dean has to pee.
During the intermission, the cast had a philosophical discussion about flat earth theory, noble authority, and their relations to, quote, dipping it hard and deep. If you like our content, please like and subscribe. It may only be a couple of clicks for you, but it helps out our channel immensely and keeps you up to date on our content as it's released.
Ice while it reaches infinitely up into the sky.
I just want to play D&D, guys.
All right.
And there you have it, folks.
And moving on from
All right. You are
Tread carefully.
creeping and crawling through the.
Gross.
Yeah, it's very gross.
I'm floating.
Yeah.
So, but to that point, you are going to at this point have to kind of hop between floating debris and patches of what you get a better look at now as you're progressing are like they almost look like the tops of houses that are fully submerged and sunk into like the miry, muddy depths of this.
It's stressing me out.
Stop.
Yeah. I'm no
Sludgy-
longer stressed because it happened.
Sludge Lake. Did you spill?
Just a little.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
Hey, come on.
It'll make
We're
the table
playing
smell
here.
good.
We're
playing
playing
here.
Hey, watch your fucking drink,
Hey,
okay?
Yeah. So, if you're continuing down this path, I need everyone to come on.
Come on.
Hey, about a bit.
So okay, so we all go. Come on.
So tell me how you're progressing through this area. Are
Very
you
carefully.
jumping, leaping? Are you using any other means? You're floating for how long?
Let's see.
So you don't have to do this check, but if you're jumping through, I'm going to need some acrobatics checks.
I would like
From
to
everybody.
use Rory as a teleportation device and boop. Yeah, I would like
Sure.
to fart my way across.
Yeah, and actually, you can't even smell it. It just blends in with the background sense of
Is
the
anything
area.
flammable?
Yeah.
So it's
Every time you go, just a little bit of the water just like, and just sustains a burn where you left.
it's up to 10
Look.
minutes, but I can cast it at will. So if at the end of 10 minutes, if I just kind of cast it again, does that?
Yeah, I mean, you just do the boots have a number of uses per day?
Just says go to town.
Just
I'm
wail
It
on
says go
Just
to
cast
town.
at will. Yep.
I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
It's
Okay.
one action.
So that will get you Misty Stepped one time through this. But this is like a multi kind of like
Also,
stage
you're holding me.
movement.
Bye bye, Bryce.
Bryce just like
Well, can you use Bryce like
Well, so
Like
I
a
thought about
flotation
that,
device?
and I don't think though that
like if you run and jump?
because I wouldn't be able to act as an anchor
Glide with
point
Bryce.
Anytime
Yeah.
any kind of physical force is applied to my person when I have levitate, I move in that direction. So if I were floating out in the middle and then he like tried to swing on me, I'd literally.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you used you like a glider.
Oh. Actually, wait a second.
explain to me how you do it, and we'll talk.
'Cause,
I
like,
like this idea.
You could change your
I can
vertical.
levitate up to 500 pounds. Oh, it's one creature or loose object. So only
Can you change your height?
one creature, but the spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. Could I theoretically have someone on my back and then cast levitate?
I'll say this: you won't be able to sustain a levitation, but it'll be like you're falling with feather fall.
Okay.
So you will fall at a reduced speed, and you won't take damage if you hit the ground, but you won't be able to sustain the static kind of
Would
height.
it be almost like affecting the gravity to be able to be like?
You want to moonwalk across?
Carrying someone on my back.
Roll.
Yeah, you should carry someone not me. I'm actually proficient in athletics, so.
Oh,
Is this athletics or acrobatics?
This could be either, depending on how you would like to do it.
I'm also proficient in both of those things.
Oh,
Wow.
both of them.
No,
Okay.
I got a farting fire spirit.
I'll look at my mom. Mom, you wanna
Everyone is like doing magic, and Tradj and I are like, hop.
hop across the
Ho-
bog?
hop.
Hopefully, in
bog.
theory.
I mean, are you confident this is gonna work, honey?
Judy, why do you have to question Bryce?
You should always question everything.
I think it's worth a try.
Okay, then let's do it.
I'm gonna mumble to Bryce before Judy gets on and be like, Bryce, your mom is a total bitch.
No, she's not. Stop. Don't say that to her.
I'm gonna take another step away from
I want to. Can I have the magic, the touchy forehead, make me better at things? Magic, guidance.
Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
Boop.
You just feel a warmth spread out from your nose. And you feel a little more confident in your capabilities.
Alright, hop on, Mom.
You're able to find like a slightly higher kind of like rooftop. That's, we'll say it's
We're in a bog.
Well, I was kind of hoping to be able to just
Yeah,
like
there's,
jump
like,
from
imagine
raised
if, like, Venice
mound
sunk
to raised mound.
and
But
everything
it
is
would
poking
be
Okay.
out.
easier with the,
I
if
see.
that's
yeah.
I
You
see
still
what
have to
you're
get
saying.
some
Okay.
elevation,
Yeah.
so when you jump,
Okay.
I see.
that you
It's
can
like
like
creepy.
glide to the next one.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Creepy
Okay.
swamp bog.
But I mean, you can
Yeah.
do that,
Suck
no
into that.
problem.
Okay.
So, everyone who's jumping, athletics or acrobatics, athletics, and then you. Just give me
Very
a
ominous.
general dexterity check to guide your gliding, your paragliding mother to
Paragliding mother.
the next location safely.
Is guidance still 1d4 at this level? Or is
It's
it-
always
Yeah.
1d4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a problem. It actually works surprisingly well. You just you feel the rush of wind go by, just through the mass. You can feel it ruffling your dry your
Getting the mask.
yeah, your damp hair, just rustling in the breeze behind the wolf mask. You feel the sudden urge to let out a howl as you do it.
Please don't.
I don't for stealth, but telepathically.
Yeah, you hear Bully. But you land on the next. Well, Judy lands on the next one with like a little bit of a running stop, and you kind of do that from a little patch to patch to patch, and then
Yeah.
use twos. And you're
I'm
doing
What is
your
that?
Pooting, yeah.
15.
15.
Yeah.
22.
You're proficient though, right?
Yeah.
Wait, do you want to roll again? or-
Proficiency doesn't give you advantage. It just gives you
Oh.
an additional.
Yeah.
Man, you really just grabbed
Yeah.
my dice.
10.
14?
Hey.
Okay. 14. So
I was wondering why this dice got randomly looted earlier.
Hey, hey.
So you're jumping from rubble to rubble to rubble, and occasionally you see a roof of a house that's sunk. You jump on that. You jump on the next one. You jump on the next one. Seems to be going pretty smooth. You're not having a problem.
Yeah.
Bryce, you and Judy are surprisingly handling it pretty well.
Buckland
If-
Clan.
Also, I didn't think about this. If there's at any point a spot where it's like the gap is slightly too large and they need like an extra little bit, I can stand on the edge and like try to be a plank because I can spider climb, so I'm just like, just like
stand there.
on the edge.
Are
I'm
you
like,
sure you don't mind?
yeah, I don't mind.
With
It's
our
just like
hooves.
he's just like right on the tit.
And it's still like, I mean, gravity still affects you, so it's like you are
Your
getting
calves
forward
and
guys.
thighs are like, I'm fine. Core.
I've been working out for like
Sure.
1,500 years.
Yeah. Yeah, but Bryce rolled high enough that it's not an issue. Tradj, you're keeping pace for the most part, but as time goes on, you start to lag a little bit behind. Everyone's kind of just like, boom, next one, and you're like, this is my favorite terrain. Come on.
I'll be right there.
Until
Okay.
you get to
Don't worry about me.
You get to
Okay.
what'll be a running jump to another what looks like a thatched cottage in front of you, and you get a good running start, and you jump across, and you're like midair. You're like, oh, easy. I'm gonna make it easy, and you do make it. Feet first, straight through the roof of the cottage, and then down inside into the dark interior with a.
Oh, Tradj!
Excuse me.
You land. You land in this nice cushiony kind of like squishy surface, and it's got a little bit of give to it. It's like a water bed almost. It's nice and comfy, and then you start sinking into it a little bit. You start sinking into a little bit more.
Would I happen to have any idea of what surface I might have landed on?
Roll me a. What would this be? I would say survival with disadvantage.
Oh, yikes. Can I borrow a dice?
Yes, you can.
Why, yes, you.
Ooh, nice.
What is
13.
13?
Ooh,
Plus 6, yeah. 19?
19. As the burn starts to set in and you feel the creeping ooze reach up your arms and sizzle your flesh, you think, ooze.
Ooze dis.
You're familiar with oozes that you encountered like in
You're
forests
familiar
and,
with oozes.
New terrain, ooze test.
Yeah. I hate all of this so much. Let me get through one goddamn description.
That's it. We're done. Oh, jeez.
We're not done because you've encountered living oozes, jellies, slimes before, and you've been attacked by them, burned by them, and this, you recognize this immediately. This is some sort of ooze, and it burns, and you take 7 points of acid damage.
Ouch.
Well, it wasn't.
What weapons do you have on you?
Let's see. Why, is it gonna eat my weapons? That's
What
crazy.
your fun machete.
And the crossbow.
non-magical
Oh,
weapons.
Is it repeating crossbow?
I was about to say, wait.
It's technically a +1, so it would be considered magical.
Okay. So I have
No.
I have a dagger, 2 fancy daggers,
'Kay.
and a longbow.
Okay, so the daggers, even the fancy one,
Not the
take a permanent -1 penalty to damage rolls.
Wow. Let me just trash those.
So you look down. Where do you keep your daggers on you? You have like a belt, a bandolier.
Yeah, I've got like
thing?
a sash, like a bandolier.
Yeah. As the ooze like splatters onto them, you see just sizzling as little holes and corrosion start to form in the daggers, and you can tell they're not. You're gonna have to get those repaired if you're gonna use them to the extent that they were capable before. Any arrows that you have on you, also are going to take a -1.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
And your bow, actually, yeah. Your bow will take a -1.
Are we entering into initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, let's go into
Are
initiative.
we fighting ooze?
How should I note that everything I have is -1 now?
That I don't know how you can do that in D&D Beyond easily.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you like tap on the thing, well,
Basically, if I'm using a non-magical item or
Yeah.
arrows, then I'll just which
Then,
is basically
you'll have
everything.
to kind of mentally
Yeah,
just
it'll
like,
just be -1 to all attacks, or
-1 to all damage.
oh yeah,
Your attacks are unmodified.
okay, yeah. Okay, that's reasonable. Just get my
Okay.
daggers thrown away later and get some new arrows. It'll be okay.
It'll be fine. What we got?
4.
4.
15.
15.
What was going?
15 for the Deyna
15.
back.
15.
23.
23. Do I hear a 23? A 23. 23. 23.
24.
What gets
Oh
added
my
to?
gosh.
Is it Dex? That
It's
goes
like
up?
at the very
yeah,
top
initiative
here.
is Dex plus proficiency bonus. It'll tell you on your character sheet.
Ooh, how do you... A level 7?
Ranger with no Dex.
That's right.
Do we need to do some workouts? Some dexterity workouts?
That'd be
10?
great.
Big 10.
Big 10 guy. Hey.
We'll do some cardio every
Are
morning.
you some kind of Big 10 guy? Judy's got a 16.
There you go.
Hey.
Buck the player.
Leading the
And
pack.
The black puddings have. Oh. Well, that sucks.
I love black puddings.
Wham blam.
They're so annoying.
-2.
on, Pillars of Eternity 2 Dead Fire.
Thrice.
They're also very
How
annoying.
close am I to where Tradj is?
You rolled the highest on this, so you would probably be furthest away.
Mhm.
So we'll say in these terms, it'll take you 1 round to get back
Okay.
to the house if you sprint. Or I guess the equivalent of this would be sprinting, jumping.
Because, yeah, I was about to say I could sprint and launch myself.
Moon
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah, because jumping still counts as movement. So yeah.
So, yeah, because I think I want to, because would I have seen that Tradj just went feet-foot into a...
I don't know.
first
Did you make
into
any
a
noise when
house.
you went through?
Well, I farted. Remember?
Oh, true. Roll a
How
perception
loud was
check.
that?
Roll a perception check. We'll just call it a DC 12 to hear the.
That's
The
a
poot.
I made the DC 12.
Okay.
I have a, 15.
Yeah.
Are the black puddings, since I'm familiar with slimes, are they flammable?
That's a fantastic question.
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. Are they vulnerable to fire? Is what you're asking?
Yeah.
Since you rolled, you rolled pretty high on this, right? What would you get? 19.
Wait. On the what?
On the it's a
Survival check.
check, right?
Oh yeah, 19.
19. Yeah, I'll give you this. They are neither sensitive to it, nor are they insensitive to it.
They are inside of a building.
They sure are. Curious.
Do I see, well, I guess, what action economy is this? I guess just movement right now.
Yeah.
Do I see, are there any, no, actually I want to focus on this. I'm going to go straight for where Tradj is and really dive out.
Okay. So you'll be able to get to Tradj, but it'll take your action this turn.
I still have the string attachment. I'm like, oh, Mom, I need to do something.
Oh yeah, because well, hold on, yeah, because
You're
because your
together.
movement is tied to Judy right now.
Yeah, unless she lets me go
You
and I can.
you could hold your action if you wanted to, and Judy could use all of her movement to get you back. And action, if you'd want to do that,
Am
but
I, like-
you would need to communicate that to Judy.
Am I totally unable to separate from Judy here? Because
Well, oh no, how about this? How about this? Judy is next to you in initiative, so I'll let you do it however you want to do it.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, then, sure. Yeah, you know what? I'll stick with Judy. I'll be like, Mom. Oh wait. Well, yeah. Mom, take me over there. I can rescue Tradj.
Wait. Oh, that's what that sound was. Okay.
The fart.
Yeah, she takes off running, and you've probably not seen your mom run before too much, have you?
Yeah, no, she's definitely the kind of woman who walks at a crisis,
Yeah.
and you see her walking, and you're like,
Like, seeing her run, she's fast, like unusually fast, and you're like, what? I haven't seen that before, and she just like takes off running, and you on your you are like a kite.
yeah, pulled by the waist.
Yeah. But you make it to the building, and that is Judy's movement in action.
I'm like, now drop the rope in there. And drops the rope. Okay, Tradj, I have to climb the rope. And I like grab onto the edges of the hole in the ceiling. Like,
Okay, so you are like trying to like support
I
yourself.
anchor
Okay.
myself
Okay.
the best
Okay.
way I can.
Perfect.
Maybe grab onto like maybe Judy's hand, as long as the rope stretches down in.
So it's going to be a contested strength check on this to see if you can
Stronger
support
than your
yourself
Judy.
while Tradj is pulling himself up, if that's what Tradj chooses to do. So roll me athletics check to support yourself and to hold yourself in place.
Otherwise, what, he'll land on me?
Who knows? What did we roll?
A 5.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind. All right.
Climb the rope. It's fine. Arms shaking.
You're just supporting half your body weight.
Wait. To be fair, how big of a hole did Tradj actually create if he pencil dived through a ceiling?
Not a Tradj-sized hole.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not like
I mean,
Not like a Tradj this
not
way,
a
but
Tradj Christ,
Tradj.
but like a Tradj like can opener.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like if
Leg up.
but like there would be
Leg up,
spots
ass
I like the
around
idea
it
that you
would-
see it coming and you're just like,
that
whoop.
would clap with it. Like if you're hitting wood, it's not gonna just like perfectly
make a hole.
shear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a thatched roof also.
Okay, yeah. So it's gonna be even more like
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
kind of like
yeah.
Ah.
Now, if I disengage from these slimes, they'll get an opportunity attack
Not if
on
you
me, right?
disengage.
if you disengage, they won't. But if you don't disengage, they will. Yeah. You have a bonus action still, I think. Because right now, the way I'm doing this is it's your action to like hold yourself in place, but you have a bonus action if you'd like to do anything with it.
I'm assuming lighting and dropping a torch would be more than a bonus action.
Yeah, that would probably
Then
take.
That'll be it for
Okay.
my turn.
All right, Deyna.
Can I just I guess can I go over and try to help Bryce?
Yeah, sure.
Be like do you need help?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to ask first because you know you're so strong and stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
So you're using your action to help. So are you
Yeah.
wanting to roll, or are you giving Bryce advantage?
I'll give Bryce advantage.
Yeah.
But you have fun. Oh
I have a
no.
-1.
I know. I'm like, oh,
I'm so glad you did
jeez.
that.
That's a natural 0.
I hold on to Judy. Oh gosh.
Dice are talking.
I just want
Telling
to
their
see. I want to just see what I would have gotten.
You know what? So yeah, just
I just
roll
want
it.
to see
Just
what I
wanna
would have
see.
gotten. Oh, okay. Yeah, not much better.
Because here's the thing. Because of that,
Yeah.
because you rolled a natural 1.
Yes. -1.
Yeah. Yeah, you walk up to try to steady him, and you put your hand on his back and just like, and Bryce just goes straight down into the hole. And Tradj, you just feel wham! As Bryce collides with you.
Oh God!
Which I
Bryce,
guess
what
you're
the
still
heck?
levitating technically.
Yes, but the thing is, any push or any kind of motion against or from another physical object, so like wall, ceiling, anything
Okay.
affects where I go. So
Okay.
I would be affected.
And
if
so-
pushed
so-
down into the space.
Dana's like lightly trying to press her hand on your back, but really it just shoves you down.
It's like Superman power. Just
I immediately go, Judy.
What? That's my son.
You both take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Can I use protective field? Yeah, can I use
Ooh.
protective field?
Tell
I
me
can
about
only do
that.
it on one person.
Okay. Tell me what it do.
When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to expend 1 psionic energy die, roll the die, and reduce the damage taken by the number rolled plus your intelligence modifier, as you create a momentary shield of telekinetic force.
Sick.
But we homebrewed a little bit, so it wasn't intelligence, it was
Right.
constitution.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you cast this and put this force out there. What's it look like? And who you targeting?
It looks oh gosh, it looks completely opposite of me. It's just like this like shield of like bright pink sparkly just like etherealness, and you like swear you see a little unicorn in it. So it's definitely not me.
For
6?
6?
6
Okay.
points damage,
Like,
yeah.
6 points.
Yeah.
So that'll protect for 6 points.
Yeah.
Who are you
against-
protecting?
You. And I'm like, oh wow, Judy, that was a really cool ability you have. And I'll like wink really badly.
Do you say wink when you do it?
Wink.
Oh, yeah, wink. I'm gonna go save my child, okay? Which is good that you cast that because you hit Tradj, and you know you're kind of resting on Tradj, but you're still like making contact with the pud.
So did I not take that 1 bludgeoning, or do I now not take any damage?
That's a good question. I guess order of operations here would be you hit Tradj, take the bludgeoning, you cast the protection.
Yeah. Let me go. Let me see.
Because then it would come into play after Bryce
Yeah,
is
I think
hit.
it would just reduce the damage after the damage has. I guess all of the damage has been rolled.
Okay.
It would just reduce it.
All right. Well, so you have the bludgeoning damage and the poison damage reduced to 0.
Let's go.
Is that like continue on?
No.
Okay, it's just
Yeah,
that one.
it's like casting shield.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So
That's
you don't
actually
take
exactly
any.
what it is, but you have to roll for it.
So you don't take any damage as you hit into Tradj and into the pudding.
Sorry, Chad.
Tradj, now it's you. You feel a coil of rope smack into your chest, and then 2 horns just like wham.
I feel
sorry.
a coil of rope slink down upon me, and then Bryce slams into it.
Yeah.
Are the doors to this building open?
So they're not. They're closed. So the way that this house was positioned, it was sunk into the marsh, and there's like a little layer of liquid at the bottom here, but what you landed on was the ooze, which takes up a decent amount of space where you're at. So you kind of landed on top, and you're slowly kind of sinking into it.
Mhm.
The door is closed, and there is just a little like maybe 2 feet of water.
Are there windows?
There are, yeah, and you
Okay.
can see out into the mire through those windows.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Misty Step and go out to the mire.
Okay, sick. You are in the mire now.
Gross.
And then can
you
I
are
use
mired in it?
movement to get
Yeah.
onto a platform or something?
Yeah, absolutely. And since you can do that easy, no problem. You find a place, you misty step out, you get there, and since you don't finish your turn in the water, you don't have to roll another Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
Say, Bryce, get out of there.
I'm feeling like I'm here to save. What?
I love that Tradj just had the means to immediately get out of there, and
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do anyways. By the way, so it's funny that you guys tried so hard. to
Amazing.
save.
So now, Bryce, you are left
I am in danger.
atop.
Where'd
Rand.
he go?
So I was right behind Tradj. So I think that I'm just kind of like, first of all, we all still have Pass Without Trace. So I think that I was just like kind of standing watching this happen, and then finally seeing Tradj out and Bryce down. I just kind of walk over and I'm like, hey. Do you want Rory to poof you up here? Okay. Rory. I send Rory down and you clasp
The
and
ooze, like, arching towards
Yeah,
me. My face
Rory just
floating there.
poops him up. yeah.
Okay.
A little
And that's
unicorn
actually a bonus action, which
Yeah,
is
you
really
still have an
nice.
action. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
No,
done.
I'm going back to my turn.
Oh.
As
Wait,
No,
what?
you're done with yours.
since Misty Step is a bonus action, I'm gonna finish my turn
Oh,
with
wait.
setting up my auto crossbow turret.
Oh
Wait.
yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, you've got like a view through the window. You can still
Oh
see
my
Bryce
gosh.
screaming as tendrils of ooze start to like wrap around Bryce's arms.
Okay.
Are you like citing Bryce and they'll be like,
I've got my sights on his head, and I'm like,
See him
Aw.
crying.
this is for what you did to me.
Ooh.
Is today the day? But as you're like ready to take the shot, Bryce just and a trail of just sulfurous
Yeah.
stink rises up from the
Yeah.
pudding.
I think I'm just gonna take Roy off, put him back.
Where do I teleport up? Where do I teleport to?
We're on the roof is like there are parts of the roof that's not caved in. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. So
Alright, so
we're
you
there.
would have to teleport. 'cause
Or
it's
on a-
where Rory can see, right? So you're coming
Rory can teleport. Up.
But I'm just saying he would go to like the top of where the hole was on the roof, 'cause that would be the
Yeah.
closest place that he
and
could
then you could just levitate
I was
there.
about to say, still
Yeah.
low key in midair, but at least like
Yeah. You're just okay. Everyone breathe.
when I teleport to a spot in midair, I'm like,
It's okay.
Deyna goes,
It's all. It's all right. Okay.
I'm breathing.
Oh, good job. All right. Okay.
It's like creaking, rusty.
Maybe-
hinges.
you swear there's a
Hear some
whistle coming from a
rattling.
bullet hole that's still in her ribcage.
You don't breathe. Okay.
I can do that.
All right. Maybe don't jump in roofs anymore.
you
Trash.
left me in there.
Yeah. Jeez. And I think I'm just gonna take the rope on you and just hand it to June and be like, here you
Thank you.
go.
Bryce, baby, are you ready?
Wait, so is the ooze not trying
fine.
to? We're still in combat with the ooze, right?
Well, Rand, is that your turn?
I have no desire to tag ooze.
Okay. So, do you have you not gonna do anything in your action?
No.
Wait, can you catch the house on fire? Since we're all out of it.
We're on the roof,
Oh.
Trash! We're on the roof!
You are. I'm not.
Oh,
Tradj
My
doesn't
God.
care.
Oh, you left.
oh.
Tradj has
No.
got our sights right
I
focused.
know,
He
I
can
know.
he can see the cries of pain.
As you collectively take a deep breath, relax. You see two inky black pseudopods just flap up through the hole as one of the black puddings just pulls itself up through.
I cast Burning Hands.
It's your turn.
Dang it! Ah! Okay, alright, that's fair.
And
You had your chance.
You're right. You're right.
this one is going to take a pseudopod attack against.
What does that mean?
It's like a little like
Is it a tentacle?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen Venom? With the
Yeah.
movie Venom, where it's got the little like
Maybe?
when it's like in its
When it's
black
all
ooze
slurping
form and
around.
it's like
Yeah.
on your inside.
Oh, I see. I don't like the noises that are happening right now.
It's good we're doing this at the end of the stream.
I love that when anytime one of us is like, I don't like that sound, we all
Everybody starts
immediately
doing
make
it,
the
yeah.
sound.
So it's gonna take an attack against you, Bryce, since you are the one that got away. That's closest. That is a 13 to hit.
That's exactly the AC.
Oh, cool.
I would use another protective shield, but
Is it still? It did all points of the.
no, it's just that one.
Yeah.
Does Judy get a
I don't know if
reaction
it
to
lasted
yank
the whole
Bryce?
turn or not. Oh, it's all.
Unfortunately, she doesn't.
Oh man.
But so that's gonna be 4 points of bludgeoning damage as the pseudopod like catches you in the gut and knocks the air out of you.
And then he would go flying?
Yeah, maybe you. Well, I don't. For the sake of combat, I don't think that's what actually happens. But I like the visual of just Bryce like.
I'll use my uncanny dodge. How much damage total was it?
That was 4 bludgeoning damage plus 7, 10, 14 acid damage.
So 14 total or 4 plus 14?
4 plus 14.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my reaction to half the damage.
Okay.
So it's 9 damage.
Okay. What kind of armor are you wearing?
I'm wearing I'm not entirely sure because it's like the Aqua Yi armor, so I don't know if that's. I think it's studded leather armor.
Yeah, it was
technically.
studded leather, I think, but it's not magical, right?
No. I don't
So
think
where the pseudopod hits you in the stomach, it just starts eating through the leather and just tears a hole where it was.
No, I
Your-
just got this.
The AC bonus of that armor is permanently reduced by 1.
Dang it.
What is the AC of the armor?
It would be 12.
Noted.
Yeah, my total is 13. That's
Okay.
plus 1 from Dex.
You also see through some gaps on the other side of the roof, just seeping through, little beads of black goo start to appear, just one at a time until they more start to join and they form larger beads and larger beads and larger beads, and another one, just another black pudding, just sifts through the gaps in the straw to come up to the top of the roof.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I love
it. It's gonna take its pseudopod attack against Rand.
Okay.
Rand.
It's a little pseudopod
And-
attack.
Yeah, well, just a little pseudopod attack. That's
Pseudopod,
18 to hit.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
but
How do you spell Deyna?
I,
Did you say
Deyna. Deyna.
How do you spell Deyner?
D-A-N-E-R.
What'd you say your name was, Deyner?
I'm pretty sure I
D-E-Y-N-A.
technically have magical armor.
Okay, so it does not deteriorate.
Yes,
You do?
the Mariners half plate.
Oh, that's right. You bought that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I look like a pirate now.
Yeah, you do.
Thanks. Yeah.
So, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
How do I see?
And then 8, 13, 14. Wow, 14 again. 14 points of acid damage.
Oh, I drop.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
14
Oh.
points of...
Rand was still injured. After
Yeah.
that fight.
How injured
Right.
were you?
I was injured.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
So-
I drop.
Yeah.
Oh, it does say though, if I start my turn underwater with 0 hit points, the armor causes me to rise 60 feet towards the surface. So essentially,
good.
if
That's
if
great.
if it bludgeons me and I fall back into the marsh, I'll
float.
just.
Yeah. Yeah, you won't drown.
I am
That's right.
accessible.
All right, so Rand is down, and
Yep.
that is the turn for the Black Puddings.
Okay.
We are back to the top of the order. Bryce and Judy.
Oh no,
Okay.
we don't have another healer.
Well, technically,
Oh,
Saoirse.
no.
I don't know if.
Well, Saoirse is on another rooftop, just out of reach.
just off camera.
She just can't hear. So, it's just. Oh, she's so close, but just can't quite notice.
I don't think I have any health potions.
I have good berries.
Oh yeah,
that's
you do
good.
have good berries.
You got great berries.
You have
Yeah.
great.
Tradj has the best berries.
In in lack of healer, they are the best berries.
The best.
Do I have to disengage from
great berries.
them?
Yeah.
to get
Master
away?
berries.
You don't have to,
Wow.
but they
It's
will get
ultra
opportunity
berries.
attacks.
I would.
Wizard berries.
Because what would it
You're a
look
wizard,
like?
Barry.
What would it look like for me to try to grab Rand as I try to play D&D?
I'm so sorry. I'm so
What would it
sorry.
look like for me to try to grab Rand and float over to wherever Tradj is?
You can use me as a raft.
So, if you're...
I'm trying to.
It's true. You know, like it's pretty great.
Did you
Yeah.
ask? You gotta ask first, though. May I ride
So-
on you?
No, I'm just I'm
So,
scooping.
tell me what you're going to do to get Rand across.
Scooping acid.
My goal is to just kind of like try and like get my arms up underneath her and just kind of jump. Because the levitate spell can support up to 500 pounds of one creature. That's kind of weird. Though.
Well,
So,
Rand
like,
is
if I'm holding
is an inanimate object right now. I'm kidding. You're still
Haha.
alive. You're still alive.
Technically, it says creature or object.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, whatever.
Well,
But
if you were
so-
picking up my armor,
Well, my thing is that if it's cast on me, because if it's cast on me and it was, would technically just my weight increase by picking up other things.
In this case, no, because Rand is still alive and is a creature.
Okay.
But if that's what
Thanks,
you want to
Paul.
do, what will happen is, are you committing to it?
Oh wait, I have a question.
Mhm.
If Bryce was to push Rand down, because of Rand's buoyancy, could he use that
Well-
to help in the levitation?
I was gonna say,
every force has the
yeah,
opposite force.
yeah. So, are you gonna go for it?
He used Rand's body like a trampoline.
You could paddleboard on top of Rand.
Wait, could something I could try doing? Could I try? I know it's only a 6-second turn. Is there a chance I could try just quickly tying the end of my string? So like, there's string rope tied around me.
Yeah.
Should I tie the other end to like the other end of Rand's wrist and try just jumping off myself? And just
wait, you just
drag
said
her.
jumping off yourself. So
Because I have
first of all-
levitate, so like if I'm not technically carrying Rand,
Yeah.
but I jump off and she's just connected by string to me.
That might just shoot her in the opposite
Could we
direction.
pendulum her onto
I mean,
when it gets caught by the tension,
Alright.
when it
How
Alright.
I'm
physically
getting a bit
accurate are we
I'm getting
being?
crazy with this. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So it'll be an action to like tie off the rope onto Rand, but you can use your bonus action to sprint, and that'll increase the range that you can jump and move, right? Because you have your bonus action dash, I should say. So you could do that.
Okay.
So for the jump, you know what I'm gonna ask, right?
What?
Roll me an athletics check to see if you can counteract like the weight of Rand's unconscious body, and pull Rand and pendulum her.
Is Judy helping?
Do you tell Judy what you're doing?
Mom!
Yeah?
Okay.
Can I? I don't
Okay.
know if...
Yeah. Okay. No. You know what?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
Judy,
What you got?
what do you say to Judy?
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna tie the rope to friend, and then I'm gonna jump, and then I'm gonna jump, and then when I get caught by it, it's gonna whoosh, flip her around.
Bryce, this is the stupidest thing you've ever done.
You have to save her.
I am so mad at you.
Fine.
And Judy's gonna rage.
I did not know Judy was a barbarian.
Judy is going to.
It scared me. I was like,
Judy is going to take you as you run and just
Yeah.
throw you. So, as a raging barbarian,
It's fantastic.
that should be advantage on that strength-based check, I do believe. is that?
So do I have advantage on my, or do I rolling it, or is she now rolling?
Well, I
Roll
think-
to launch child.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look at the way this is going.
Roll to full sin.
Oh, full sin.
Yeah, I mean, Judy would have advantage to throw you.
And honestly, the fact that I levitate, she has the like hinge point. She's got it.
Does she-
Wind
does she-
you up and go.
I was about to say, does she add a little bit of spin to you, like a
Oh,
football?
yeah, yeah,
So when she does the what's called the shot put, where like she grabs it and starts.
Oh, that's the hammer throw.
Hammer
Yeah.
throw. That's it.
Yeah, so that is a athletics.
Oh,
So that is
so
a
funny.
17 on the athletics. So yeah, she just grabs you and just
Let's go.
whips you around, just like fly. And yeah, just Bryce like what? And then like a bolo, Rand just follows and just like smacks straight into the side of the roof of one of the houses in the distance. Just,
How close are we now to Tradj?
you are closer. You are like the next house over, we'll say.
Hey,
neighbor.
Oh, Lord.
Peel my face off. Tradj, can you get her some help?
And then the black pudding that was near you will take an attack of opportunity as you take your running jump. That's a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Which
oh,
actually I
it
believe
does now.
does
Dang it,
now
no!
hit.
No!
So as you go flying, you get an extra little push in the back from a pseudopod that does
Great.
6 bludgeoning damage to you, and an additional
So many dice.
5, 8, 10 acid damage, which further deteriorates your armor by 1 AC.
And how much damage total is it?
So that was 6 plus 10, 16.
Okay, I'll use my react. Because next turn I
Yep.
have my new reaction. Okay, I'll use
Yeah.
my reaction again to have it. So 8 damage total. Where's that?
Yes, that would be 8 damage. So, can you does uncanny dodge work for a type of damage or just the total damage?
It just says any. Ooh, wait a second. It actually does say any attack I can see. If it attack, would I have seen this attack coming?
You would see it coming.
Okay.
I mean, it's an attack of opportunity. You kind of, in the fiction, you know it's happening in the moment.
Okay.
You know, you're running away
Then-
from it while it's in melee with you.
It's just.
Is it just total attack
the
damage?
attack damage.
Okay, yeah. So you would take 3 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of acid for a total of 8.
And is my AC down another one?
Yep.
All the work to get the +1 to AC. So much time and
Now
money.
you have a -1. All right, so that's your turn.
So many sessions of roleplay for that
Sorry.
armor. Gone in a flash.
Deyna, you're up.
Gone in a pudding.
So, I can move things with my mind, you know.
Oh, Judy's also gonna take a running leap. And
What?
jump to-
I've told you.
Tradj can teleport and then you can
I was
over.
I was gonna say something, and then Paul was like, "Are you communicating this to Judy?" And then I was like, "Oh wait, I wouldn't know." But yeah, I could just move things. Yeah. Yeah. If we're just running away, I'm gonna jump over to the next building and try to see if I can help out
Okay.
Rand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some medicine.
Okay.
I'm great at that.
Okay.
It's close enough that if you get a running jump, you can long jump over
Yeah.
to the next one.
Yeah.
So-
I could just add some insult to injury and just like push myself with the telekinetic movement.
Yeah, just
Not
like-
even really jump.
Yeah. I like go to take a step and it's just really long.
In my head, it's like you double jump. Like you get halfway and then you use the telekinetic, just like.
Like, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, just kidding.
Gotcha.
So you make it over, and
Yeah.
you are able to. What are you casting for the heal? Or are you
I'm
just
not casting it.
you're
I
just
just
stabilizing?
just gonna try to medicine check.
Okay.
Just
roll
gonna
that medicine
and
check.
see if I could just like plug any holes.
This one works on me.
Are you telling me you're putting your fingers in my nose? Are you
I
making
don't
things
know, like,
worse?
Like if there's like like acid damage or something, I'm just gonna like Try to hold it in there.
Like a jellyfish sting, just like
Yeah.
smack it. Like,
Look, I
that
have an
do- did
8
that help?
intelligence. Okay.
Roll that medicine check.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, 1 second.
I'm ready for the natural one. I'm waiting for it.
The dice
Okay,
have been
medicine.
speaking.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a. Oh,
There have
wait,
been
I have
some
a plus
hard-
one.
Yeah, I was about to say, your wisdom's
nose.
there.
10.
Oh, it 10's what you need to stabilize,
Hey!
right? On a medicine check. So
So what does that mean?
you're stabilized. You're no longer rolling.
Yeah.
Okay, how
Is
do
it like
I?
being stabbed with
Do I have
adrenaline?
one
just-
hit point?
No, you are stabilized at 0 hit points.
You're just not making death saving
Oh,
throws.
okay.
Yeah.
Is there any blood coming out of Rand?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Rand is still cut up from the last fight.
Yeah.
So like, you get close and you smack, and then you just see like.
I'll just like whisper in Rand's ear. Tasty. But like, nobody can hear, and I'll be like, LOL, JK. Spicy. What was that? What? Nothing. I didn't say.
Brand's just dreaming of cryptic messages. LOL.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Yeah, I use
Tradj,
it.
you're up.
I'm gonna sling an arrow.
Slang it. Slang that thing.
With the good berry.
Slinging that thing.
You're not gonna good berry.
No.
Okay.
Rand's fine.
Yeah. You know,
14.
14 will hit.
Oh,
We
perfect.
could just run away.
Nah.
Okay.
Well, I'll wait until it's my turn. D what?
10.
10.
That, not that.
Although technically that one would work in this percentile. That's 10.
That is
Oh,
10,
that's a
yeah.
10. Okay.
You got the most.
You rolled no damage.
Okay, okay.
Hey.
Are you gonna?
But it's a 9 because it's -1
Oh yeah, true.
because of
Good
the
call.
arrows.
Yeah,
Mm.
the crossbow bolts.
And then I have,
You have a bonus action that you can attack again with if
Yes.
you want, since you're posted.
and
up.
I have extra attack.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
And
you can attack. 3
but
times.
I'm gonna roll.
Thrice.
I'm gonna roll for my dreadful strikes,
Yup.
which does psychic damage. Oh wait, no, that's not it. It's a D4. Whoopsies.
5. Rolled a 5 on my D4.
So 2 plus 2,
Plus 2 damage.
Yeah. so 11. And I'm gonna roll again for my next attack.
Roll again. Roll again.
Ooh.
15.
Plus 3.
You are
That'll
rolling
absolutely
pretty
hit. These
good,
are
yeah.
easy to hit.
Yeah.
They're slow moving and clear
Yeah.
targets.
A 9
Nice.
-1, 8.
8. Plus, well, you already used the psychic damage, right? So
Yeah,
you can't,
yeah.
you
I can
can't
just do it
use
once
that.
per
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
And then my third attack
Tradj is gonna take these attacks.
Nice.
is a natural 1.
Oh,
All right.
Awkward.
So, but the 2 hit, and they do a decent amount of damage.
Yes.
So you watch the bolts go. But it recoils a little bit, and like you see the ooze just kind of like the parts that get hit just like suck back into the larger body of the slime,
Mhm.
and it definitely hurt quite a bit. Rand,
What?
black pudding turn. Sorry. As you have all left the rooftop now, the black puddings kind of thrash about on the roof that they're on. Just you watch pseudopods just fling about in multiple different directions, searching to find purchase on something, and then at once just retract back, and then they just sink back down through the thatched roof and drip back down into the house.
What?
And we are now out of combat, provided you don't want to continue. Just like Rambo, just like
Is Rand okay?
Okay,
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna pack up my turret.
'Kay.
And cast good berries.
The secret is to put it in their mouth and then close the nose, and they're forced to swallow. If you really want to wake them up, just open up their eyelids and blow.
No, we're not going down that road again.
Do you just stick a berry in my mouth?
Yeah, just like.
How about 10 berries? A fistful of berries.
I mean, okay.
Fistful of berries.
Is that what
That's a good
happens?
band name.
That's a good band name.
So I gain 10?
Yeah.
10 HP, yeah.
Yep.
Do I still see little candy path?
Roll a perception check.
We've got
Or
so
an
distracted.
investigation check. Whichever.
What happened?
Should we take a short little rest real
19
quick?
on investigation.
Probably not a bad
19.
idea.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You see a few more. The
Good
trail is
choice.
less clear now because of the disturbance in the kind of water has started to make some drift a little bit far away, but you can still make out a pretty clear direction. But the roof that you are on right now seems uninhabited otherwise than yourselves. Rand, you're feeling a little worse for wear, but you're alive. As you sit up, Judy walks over to you and reaches out, and she just kind of looks over all of your wounds. She's like, oh, my goodness. Some of these are been around for a while. You've been okay? What have you been up to?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You don't look
It's
fine.
okay. You
Here,
can trust me. My mom's really good at this.
here. Let me help out. She reaches into her pack and she pulls out like a first aid kit, and she pulls out some bandages and some band-aids, and she starts going through and like kind of mopping you up with some gauze and just taping up your wounds. And this is her way of casting Cure Wounds.
Oh.
Does one of the band-aids have a little like chibi emperor on it?
Yeah. And she just like she puts it on. She just gives a little kiss.
Oh.
She's like, no, that's the magic. That's what makes it feel better. Sorry, I work with kids all day. This is. Anyway, are you okay?
Ow, I'm hurt.
Wait.
How much does that
Not that much. It's 5 points of health. I rolled real bad on that.
You're hurt? I'm really good at healing people. You want some help?
Actually, I think I'm okay. Someone talked about resting, right?
Okay.
Like, come here, Bryce. Where does it hurt?
I got a really bad one right here, and then why did I get the hit?
Jumping across the roof? That was your idea?
I can float. It was smart. Wasn't it a good idea? You're alive.
Great job.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and okay. It worked. It did work. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Give you that.
Smart.
You are, yes, you're very smart. Sorry, I lost my temper.
I didn't know you got mad like that.
I think
I haven't seen that in a while.
Well, it's been tough lately.
I think
Sorry, you had to see that side of me. It's been a while since I've let that out of the bag.
It's been ever since Dad left the candle on like all night, and then you were gone for 3 days, and then the curtains caught on fire. That was the last time. You still mad at me?
No, I'm not. Okay.
I'm just gonna look at everyone and say, look at the mess you guys have caused.
You went in! You fell in!
I got myself out. You should know by now that I can take care of myself. This is why I usually travel alone.
I'm gonna go lay down.
You're welcome for the good berries.
Ooh,
Thanks.
The great berries.
No.
the ultra berries.
They were okay.
I mean, are you just saying to never try and help you if you're in a bad situation?
No.
That's what I'm getting out of it.
I think if you really cared that much, you wouldn't have helped your friend out just now like you did. If you really felt the way you did, you wouldn't have.
Judy, shut up.
Fucking nerd.
Hey, don't talk to my mom like that.
Bryce, you too. Shut up.
Hey!
Don't talk to my son like that.
Hey,
Don't
both
talk
of y'all.
to-
Shut up.
You're the one that left me abandoned in there with them.
You got yourself into that mess.
You got us into that mess.
I was fine.
Hey, Bryce, I see your armor is a bit
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want the chest piece of mine? We can switch.
Would that work? Or how does
you
the
can
chest
wear it,
piece of
yeah.
yours look like?
I mean, I have studded leather armor. What I'm offering to do is give you my armor so that you can have a high AC again. Because a -2 will just bring me to 14.
Okay, I mean, you can hardly tell it has all the old designs on it at this point. It's gonna make me sad.
I'm sorry.
As you pull it off, like one chunk of it just like crumbles and disintegrates and just.
Yo, you can borrow one of my knives if you want to.
I don't
Carve
want the
into-
knives, give me
okay.
the armor.
1 second, let me take all of my knives out of that armor first.
Yeah, and you put it on and it just like, ow, ow, ow.
Why is it so heavy?
You see the
I like knives.
It's sharp.
the like undershirt that Deyna has on just has holes, just stabbed all.
Yeah,
It's
there
not rather
there are
the
like so
chain
many
mesh
bullet holes
under-
too.
Rather than chainmail underneath, it's just a blanket of knives. What?
I collect knives.
Okay, are we gonna rest now?
You sit down and you take a quick break, and now darkness has truly set in. You previously were able to make out the forms of the buildings around you and the location that you're in, and now it's like you're in a void almost, afloat atop a house in the middle of a dark sea, alone. A faint bubbling and popping of the murky swamp around you. The
This is-
occasional splash. Don't know
This
what
is really
caused it.
nice. You guys want to sleep here?
Does it? Can I vibe check my surroundings, see if I hear anything scary?
Make a perception check.
Everything is scary in the dark.
Ooh.
23.
23. There's at first it just seems murky and, typical like kind of watery noises. Then you start to hear gentle wading sounds, like the movement of water just rippling around. Not coming towards you right now, but it's around you. And there's multiple sources.
Wait, really quick before I forget. Do we get the benefit of the short rest? Or
Yeah, you do.
no. Just kind of like, because I can't see at all, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna like reach out to whoever is closest to me.
Ow, Bryce!
Mom, I think I hear something. Something's wading around out there in the water. Multiple of them.
Where do you hear it? Point in the direction. She reaches out and tries to like smack Tradj or something. Like, hey, can you see? But as you sit around, take your rest, listen to the noises, and most of you become more and more unsettled with the place that you're in, the conditions that you're in, and the sounds and possible things around you. We're going to end the session right here.
All right.
I just really like the visual of us we're like on a rooftop in the middle of a swamp and they're just like things circling around the house. It's giving Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
love
Yeah.
that so much.
Yeah.
my favorite show. It's
I'm
good.
just hearing like zombies all around, like.
It's like in Minecraft at night.
Yeah.
It's like literally Deyna's like most favorite. She's so at peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For you, it's like, why are you so scared of all that, right? You know, it's
There's
just,
nothing to be scared of. This is very similar to like her home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
everything's
fine.
good. Nothing's wrong. This is perfect.
Speaking of perfect, hey, you all out there,
Yeah.
you're perfect.
You're
You're
perfect.
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 You're perfect.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We'll not be back next week. It'll be 2 weeks. So put it in your calendar or whatever. But we'll catch you then. Keep in tune with social media. Get on Discord for more updates. We'll keep you updated on any further streams. Bye.
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 Bye. Be,
Bye.
Be
Bye.
nice to yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have
Loser,
a great rest of your
love
night.
yourself.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Bye.
Yeah.
Or
get
stay
sleep.
up. We won't tell you what to do.
You should